The best of North Gippsland, who battle for honour. NGFNL, it's my local league. This is the real thing, the Carlins are cheering. Lead North Gippy, it's the local for me. The stars of tomorrow, the legends we all know. NGFNL, the local for me. The siren sounds, the ball hits the ground. Lead North Gippy, it's the local for me.
I just want to go hard.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Sale City Oval for round 6 of AGL Loyang North Gippsland football. And what a fantastic afternoon it is out here at Sale City, as it always is. The ground's always in fantastic condition. This is Latrobe's biggest ever Blokes barbecue pre-game show. And the match of the round is brought to you by Chris Humphrey Office National. Get all your gear out there, whether it's a phone, a desk, computer, or just some stationery. Get out there at Traralgon, Chris Humphrey Office National. They'll look after you. Ask for Wells and tell him we sent you, and you'll probably get charged more. No, you won't. They'll look after you. Don't worry about that. It's a big round 6 out here, and welcoming, as I always do each week, my big friend sits here beside me, and puts up with a fair bit of shit. It's the big fella, Matty Mosley.
Good afternoon.
Looking forward to this one.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting day, I think, today. We sort of think it might be one-way traffic, but we'll wait and see what the day brings.
Yeah, I'll tell you what we are going to do. We're going to discuss a fair bit today in the pre-game show, thanks to Latrobe's biggest ever Blokes barbecue. And I can tell you in the Hip Pocket Mall halftime show, we'll be talking to the Sale City president, Mick Clapton, and we'll have a good chat to him about what's happening in Sale, Matty, because...
Not just Sale City.
No.
We're talking about Sale Football Club in the Gippsland League.
There's a lot that's been happening, and both teams are historically strong.
Big town.
Big town. Right now, they're struggling. The Sale Magpies in the Gippsland League and the Sale City Bulldogs here in the North Gippsland Footy League are both struggling. So we'll have a chat to the president, Mick Clapton. He's got his finger on the pulse. He's the copper out at Rosedale.
Knows it all.
He'll know what's going on. Don't worry about that. Hey, other games this weekend before we welcome in our great friend down on the boundary, thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds. Jenkins will cross down to him very shortly, but other games today, Rosedale take on Woodside over there at Rosedale. Just up the road, should be an absolute corker. Yarram take on Glengarry. Churchill take on Cowar. And, of course, we're here at Sale City for the Heyfield game. And Yallourn North are at home to Gormandale. And TTU have a much welcomed bye. And we will talk about them during the Latrobe's biggest ever Blokes barbecue pre-game show. But before we do any more of that, let's cross down to the boundary and welcome, thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds, Jenkins.
Good afternoon, boys.
Yes. Tell us a little bit about the ground. It looks sensational from where we are, and I know you've been out there.
Oh, the ground's in very good nick. I think it's been some really good weather in Gippsland. I think it's the last week we're going to get some tremendous weather, so the ground's definitely showing it.
Yeah, we've been very lucky. There's no doubt about that this year. What are we into round 6? And we've been very, very lucky. A couple of weeks we didn't have the Sports Stream Live commentary mobile van.
And
Matty,
didn't we know it?
well, lucky it didn't rain on
Yeah.
those days because we were out in the bleachers amongst the plebs in the outer. Hey, before I go any further, I've got to say, we took a trip over to the canteen earlier today as before Kyan got here because we wanted to make sure we got some because they were going to run out. And a young fella standing beside us, Matty,
It was shattered.
what happened? He dropped his chips and the gravy, and his missus looks very, very happy about it. And old Buckle Hugs, he's not real happy about dropping those chips all over. But the best chips I've ever had at the footy, Matty.
Yes, you've raved about them. All morning you've raved about them. But how shattered would you be? You've just got your chips, you put them up and you spill them everywhere.
Well, if
$10 down the bloody drain.
Oh, and the gravy.
Yeah.
If that happened to you, Kyan, what would you do? Go back for a refund?
Yeah. Yeah.
He wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't have been happy either, but he took it like a real troop, and I just asked him, you don't mind if I take a quick pic of that one? And
He was a good sport.
he was, and Stefan on the buttons was real quick. He put her up on the screen. So, what we might do is go into some tips for today, guys, in the early stages of round 6 here out here. And I'll cross to you first, Kyan Jenkins. Rosedale, Woodside, who do you like?
I fancy Rosedale.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Yes, they've had their number in the recent games, and I just fancy they might get a win at home.
They did look all right last week, particularly after half-time, Matty.
Yeah, they did, but they're not up to Woodside yet, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm going to go Woodside as well. Kyan Yarram at home to Glengarry.
I think Glengarry will get there too on the trot.
Yeah, I've gone for Glengarry, Matty.
I went Yarram, but we went to Glengarry this morning, and I've been told Ewan Williams is playing today, and Truan's back in. So
Yeah, they've got a couple in, haven't they?
some good ins there for the Magpies.
Well, he does this kind, Matty.
Well, I find
And
things out later on.
He's ready to change his tip, and he does it every week. We'll see who he changes this week. Churchill are at home against Cowa.
Cower, but it won't be as big a margin as what people think.
Well, I got the big surprise last week. I was the only one that went Churchill over Heyfield. They didn't let me down, but I'm not going to go with them this week. I'm going to go Cowa. I can't see them losing a game right now, Matty.
Cara are a very, very good football side at the moment.
Yallourn North at home to Gormandale, Kyan.
Yallourn North.
Yeah, Yallourn North.
Yeah, Yallourn North for mine as well. I think that Gormandale have been good. They've improved. There's no doubt about that. Most would say, because it took them 1,480 odd days to win their first game, would say that they're the most improved side in the competition. You guys, well, I'll open it up with you guys for comments. I think Churchill are the most improved side in the competition.
Absolutely agree. After seeing them, they've got some genuine game winners in their side with Williams and Nash.
Oh, I love them.
Very good footballers.
Kyan?
I think Churchill, yes. Cower are probably up there as well, and Gormy there as well, yeah.
Yeah, I think Cower had the basis of that last year.
Yeah, we said it regular.
Best side out of the finals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We did say that a lot last year.
But Churchill's taken a big scalp in the first 6 weeks.
They have.
And it's the Heyfield that we watched today that they took last year.
Yeah, and we thought they could make the grand final, Heyfield. So
yeah, exactly.
Big raps on Churchill.
Have you changed? Round 1, I'd pick Cower Woodside grand final. Haven't changed yet. Are you steering away or looking at anyone else, Matty?
The top 4 are pretty close on their day. So, yeah, I can't decide yet. It's too early.
Kyan, I know it's early and it's only round 6, but we are a third of the way in. Who do you think right now, if you had to pick 2 sides for the grand final, who would you pick?
It's definitely Cower, and I think any of those Rosedale, Heyfield, Woodside can be there on the day because none of them have really put out their full strength team yet.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see in finals what does happen.
Be a good final series, I think.
That's correct. Now, we're back out here at Sale City. We haven't been here for a while, Kyan. The last time we were here was a big day last year.
It was my first time at Sale City. It was my first time commentating a game when Brad had to go run to the toilet halfway through multiple times in that quarter, I believe, Matty.
How could,
It's a big day. Mate.
how could I forget? I was scarred, I think.
It was a long day, but I've learned I haven't touched their ham and salad rolls today. Kyan, I would steer you clear of the ham and salad rolls because I'm sure that was the culprit.
I thought it was the potential steak or something you had the night before at the hotel in
No,
Traralgon.
you're right. No, you're right because Indians like to put paprika on anything, and there was a fair bit of paprika on the old steak. That was the end bit. That was at the end of the.
And it wasn't just once; it was twice. You legged it.
Yes, I know. So you remember your calling debut quite well there, Kyan.
Yeah, I do. I'm pretty scarred from it. I'm on the PTSD tablets daily for that now. So yeah, when I woke up this morning, I almost dreaded it. But no, it's good to be back at Sale City.
I'm still a little bit.
Can you believe it actually happened?
I'm a little bit. I'm going to say it. I reckon Kyan planted something. He wanted to call. He's been towing to call, and he sabotaged me. But I do remember I sweated like a pig. The walk from the box, the Sports Stream Live commentary box to the toilet
would have felt like a long
longest walk I've ever had. And I was walking funny, and I might have looked like the way I was walking that I might have been to the Mardi Gras the night before. Because it was not good. It wasn't good at all. It was a big day. But so we're back here at Sale City. 8 now. It's probably a good time. We've still got 20 minutes of the Latrobe's biggest ever Blokes barbecue pre-game show to go. And I'm opening up the mic, so just chip in as you want, Kyan. Don't wait for me to cross down to you. On the state of Gippsland footy, there's a big meeting on Tuesday night with AFL Victoria and AFL Gippsland, and the heads of leagues will get out there because right now it's not crisis point, but they're a bit worried about blowouts and numbers, Kyan.
Definitely. I think it's an issue that's been probably brewing since COVID, a lot of people dropping off. But it's now there in a lot of leagues where the disparity between the best side and the worst side's getting worse and worse each year.
Yeah, I think they got it wrong about 6 or 7 years ago with the mid-Gippsland merge.
You're a big fan of divisional footy.
I'm all for it.
So am I.
People need to accept that that's the way it's going to go, I think, in time, whether it's next year or in 5-6 years down the track. But I think that's the best bet. And there's going to be travelling involved, but I think that's the right way to go. The Metros have done it for quite a while now.
Yeah, no, I agree. Kyan, one of the big things is when we talk about this, you've got to look at a side that was in the grand final last year, got beat, but they've been in 4 in a row, and the reserves won it. TTU, to not fielding a thirds or reserve side last week, that's really concerning, I would have thought.
Well, their third side's actually dropped off about halfway through last season. They never had a thirds team for majority of last season. So it was worrying about nothing coming through. Then this year, obviously 12 of their senior players leaving after the grand final. So it just shows you if you can lose a few players, then you can drop off pretty quickly.
We're going to be talking to the Sale City president, Mick Clapton, in the halftime show, thanks to Hip Pocket Morwell. And we'll be asking him some of these questions because these are the guys that got the finger on the pulse and they're running these clubs. And it would be concerning for presidents, Matt, right now that if a premiership team like TTU can be not fielding sides and getting beaten by 200 points weekly the following year, it can happen to any club.
And very, very quickly.
Yes.
We're only talking 6 months.
Yeah.
So it is a concern. It's a concern with Yarram. I have a lot of concerns.
Yeah, and it filters down to reserve grade.
It
Now,
does.
I'll go through the scores. In the earlier game in the under-18, Sale City 5-8-38 went down to Heyfield 6-10-46. But have a listen to the reserve grade score. These were the sides sitting third and fourth or second and third in the reserves. Sale City 139 to Heyfield 17-16-118. They've lost by 109 points.
Yeah.
And they're sitting side by side inside the top 5. That's concerning.
That's the perfect example.
Yes.
It's as simple as that. Whether people like it or not with the change, this is the reason why.
But, Kyan, would you say Gippsland aren't on their own here? It's happening all over Australia.
Well, Gippsland aren't on their own, but it's also I think this money and the points have got to come into it. like I saw something on the radio that Brad mentions a bit that one player was $40,000 short in Melbourne of what another club offered him. So it's just that a lot of these regional clubs can't compete with people coming from Melbourne and coming from inner Melbourne, Queensland, and it's just not there. And the points as well was all over the place.
But we talk about money, Kine and Brad, that, it's ruining the game. If anyone comes up to you, Brad, and go, I'll offer you $1,500 a game to play.
I'd probably put them in a straitjacket if they put it that.
But you go, oh, sorry, mate, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, you take it.
Exactly. So
Absolutely.
that's just the way footy is at the moment. Like, most sides, it costs them a few grand to get these players out on the ground. It's more of a business now than just a general Saturday
So that's
afternoon.
one side of it, as we see Heyfield take the field right now out here in the Latrobe's biggest ever Blokes barbecue pre-game show. What I will say, that's fine, Matty, but what about the sides that aren't fielding teams? If they're getting offered 1,500, some clubs are offering that, but yet TTU had a star-studded list. They would have been offering that sort of money last year.
Yep.
Is it poor management? The people running that club, are they not doing the right thing for the longevity of that club?
Well, I look at it as we go by a premiership in the next 5 years. We've played in 5 grand finals, 4 runners up, 1 premiership.
Yep.
Or you can go the mould of Glengarry. We've spoke about that last week. A little bit of pain now, but we're setting ourselves up for the next 5 to 10 years of stability.
Yep. Well, the TTU president, Cole Scammell, was on the board for the North Gippsland Football Netball League, AGL Loyang's, North Gippy League, and he had to jump off to concentrate
On his club.
on his club.
Yep. Which is the right thing to do.
He's done the right thing.
Yep.
But that's concerning. So I think Cole's a retired gentleman. He's probably putting in the time and the effort. He's put in so many years at that footy club. So right now, he's thought, okay, this needs some work. But he's taken over from a regime that spent that money.
Mm.
So
it's
a never-ending problem.
It's a bloody tough one. It's hard to get right, put it that way, especially a voluntary type of job.
Yeah, as we see Sale City out on the ground now as well. And they're in their warm-ups, and I do like the looks of, there's a couple of debut boys here, Jermaine Otiano. I didn't get the correct pronunciation off Mick Clapton earlier. I'll get them at half-time, but they've thrown us some real curly ones today. In the 37 Guernsey there. We'll go through the sides shortly, not just yet, because I want to stay on this. So this meeting on Tuesday night, guys, do you think anything will eventuate from that? Because and I'm going to sound like I'm giving them a bit of a whack here, AFL Victoria or Gippsland, whatever you want to say, is that there's been talk for years and years and years and years, but nothing eventuates. Are we going to get to the same situation Tuesday night?
I feel like AFL Gippsland don't want to tread on toes.
Of who? Clubs?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. They don't have to go, right, this is the way we're going to go, and here's why. If they can come up on Tuesday night with, I guess, a platform of going, this is what we need and this is why, I think clubs will be open to the conversation. But right now...
Start acting on it.
Yeah. Happy with the talk, but let's see some action. Because I feel like there's just not enough action at the moment. They'll tell you otherwise, but look at the competitions at the moment.
Kyan?
I think there can be, but I think everyone needs to be open to change, because I have a feeling they're going to get to a point where it's too many personal interests over what is better for football as a whole.
Yeah, and I understand the clubs need to worry about, the people need to worry about their club.
Yeah.
I understand that. But I think there's a lot of issues with money, work, heaps of factors in every club that the leagues do need to be open to change. I know no one wanted, I'm going to use Mid-Gippsland because that's the last one that happened. They weren't keen on the idea.
Yeah.
The
big one for me is that everyone complains about the travel. And a lot of them will say, particularly juniors, if they're going to be there at 8:30 or leave at 8:30 in the morning and they've worked all week, they've got to travel from, let's just say, Yallourn North to Woodside. It's an age-old problem in my eyes.
I did it as a kid. I lived in Foster and travelled to Phillip Island.
There's no doubt Gippsland probably have more travel than just about any other country competition in the land.
Yeah, it's part
of it. If you don't like it, I don't know why you're involved in it.
Yep.
I I
It's every second week.
And the only way around it is, okay, we set these leagues up geographically so that you haven't got the travel, but you're going to have bigger blowouts.
Yeah.
Because you're going to find you're going to have.
But what does that bring? Less people coming through the gates. It's going to
Exactly.
bring less players wanting to play. It doesn't work.
You want Glengarry playing Traralgon?
No.
Exactly. But they're 8 minutes apart. So if you're going to go geographically and you look at that, you're going to create bigger blowouts. Right now, there's big blowouts. There's no doubt. My personal opinion is this generation needs to suck it up. And if you want to play footy, travel, do it. Put your time in and effort. I'd love to get out to some of these clubs on a Tuesday, Thursday night right now.
Especially a Tuesday.
And see how many are turning up. And probably not now. In June, July, when it's coming in sideways and it's cold, wet.
Yep. Can't be
worked.
bothered.
Yeah, we had to do it.
Yep.
So I just reckon suck it up and move on and help out your footy club, because when you get to our age and you can't play it anymore, you're going to be a little bit disappointed and you're going to miss it because you end up doing what we're doing.
Yep.
Coming out
To
to
get your
follow some
footy fix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
So I don't know the answer, but I'm going to put it back on the generation right now.
But you're also for divisions? Think that's...
Oh, divisional footy, yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Particularly in Gippsland, I think it's how it's going to work. And there's too many egos in the game. I
Yeah.
see it every week.
So I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Yeah.
How would you do the divisions?
Oh, that's
Too much?
Oh, well, it's too much to go through now, but there's a fair bit that's got to be done by better, smarter people than me.
Yep.
But I think it'll work. I think I like 3 divisions
3?
throughout Gippsland, right throughout Gippsland.
Yeah, I'll nearly go 4.
You could go 4.
Yep.
You could go 4. I like the idea of playing everyone twice, one at home, one away.
Yeah.
You barely get that nowadays.
Yep.
So you've always got a compromised draw, haven't you?
Yep.
How you do that. And I've had to do a fixture. It's not easy.
Hard job.
Because you got so many requests and got to keep everyone happy. You're never going to
Sometimes-
keep everyone
you
happy.
can't keep everyone happy.
No. You find out that once you get married, mate,
Absolutely.
you can't keep one happy.
That's
let
exactly
alone
right.
everyone. What about you, Matty? Kyan, how's your love life going at the minute? Well, let's get on to that.
I'd like to go back to the footy, please.
Is that how your love life's going? It's not going real well. Hey, don't forget, our new sponsor is the post-game show brought to you by Jenkins Home Hardware Trafalgar. And they've got a bit of a special on at the moment, timber fencing job lot. So you can contact Gary on 5633 1444. Tell them that you heard it from me about them on the NGFNL post-game show for a little bit of a discount. I won't give you the tip what it is, but if you're looking at putting up a fence, you need all the gear for a fence. Go into Trafalgar to Jenkins Home Hardware. Ask for Gary or even Sarah. She'll be in there. I know he won't be Kyan. He's be sleeping up the back in the corner.
Kyan's corner.
Kyan's corner that we found out about last week. But this is the Latrobe's biggest ever Blokes barbecue show, and it's Friday the 19th of June, 11 to 4 at the Kernot Hall in Morwell. And it's big MC, Tom Seagate. We've got a bit of a surprise announcement in the next couple of weeks on the live stream about this man, Tom Seagate, the suburban footballer. He might be doing something the AGL Loyang North Gippsland Footy League, Netball League, guys. Peter Dacos will be there. He'll be trying to get a better deal for his son over in Tasmania, no doubt. Tim Baker, the award-winning author, journalist and storyteller. So if you want a ticket, info at lvbigbloke'sbarbecue.com.au. Give Mark Ainsworth a call at 2 o'clock in the morning, 0439 750088. And I'm told ticket sales are burning. So make sure you get in quick because they will be gone very shortly. You can get a table together, $1,500 per table, and that is all-inclusive food, drink, and entertainment. We went to it last year, Matty. How good was the day?
Fantastic day. Loved it.
It was a big day, wasn't it?
Long day.
Yes, so I had to take you home. You were what's the word? Inebriated. What's
I
it? Was it inebriated? What is the word?
I don't know, but I was nothing like Thomas from Glengarry.
Inebriated. My mum's listening today. My mum and my brother are watching today. First time ever out of Caramburra. They're having a watch, and she'll be dirty on that because She's not real keen on my English. My English isn't real good, Matty.
Bad English.
I say the wrong words at the wrong time. She picks me up on it every time, so she's probably got me on inebriated, I think.
Should be going Bradley.
Mum, he was pissed. There you go. That's a better word. Hey, Kyan, give us a couple of stats on this game.
Well,
I lost you there.
I normally have a fun fact every week. This is my fact this week. The Heyfield 22 that is out there today has played 1,300 more games of football than the Sale City 22 that's out there today.
Wow.
Wow. Really?
Yes.
That's right throughout their career.
Yep, from juniors all the way to seniors from Play HQ.
That's a lot of footy, Matty.
It shows a very young Sale City or a very old Heyfield.
Yeah, might have a look at the sides.
Yes.
While we do that, let's have a look at the home team first, Sale City. And you can see there from the backs, Gray, Jerome and Dobson. Don't know anything about the centre-half back here in the 28, Guernsey, Matty, Aishelman.
Interesting name.
And the ruckman, I'm going to struggle with that name, Traralgon.
Traralgon, yeah.
Yes, we'll go
Very,
with that.
very different side to last year.
It is.
Yes.
A couple of debuts. Jermaine Otiano on the interchange, number 37. And Willie Walters on the half-forward flank in the 67, Guernsey. Are both debuting today.
Good luck to them.
Good luck to them. I like to see Evans as centre-half forward, Matty, though. And the other one I don't know anything about is Harrison, Bailey Harrison at full forward. Do you know much about him?
Not a lot, but I remember Evans last year when we were at Glengarry. And
Back and forward.
and I think he bagged 5 in the last quarter. So, he can be very handy up forward.
You know, their job cut out for him today. Heyfield's just about in the best 3 back 6 of the competition. There's no doubt about that. Let's have a look at Heyfield now. They'll line up today under Daniel Bedgegood. And he'll line up at half forward in the number 8 Guernsey. He's kicked a few goals this year, and he'll go on and kick a few more this year. We'll see if we've got time for the goal kickers later. Now, the other ones there, Taddison in the centre is out. He's a late out. He's been called up by the Casey Demons in his VFL debut today. So he comes out, and Joel Lambourne comes into the side, and I reckon
He's a backman.
Yeah.
Centre-half back.
So he'll probably go to the interchange. Patmore might go to half back off the interchange. And I reckon McMillan comes into the middle off half back there.
Oh, that's not a bad inclusion into the middle.
Not a bad inclusion. I reckon he might have played there anyway. It could be a little bit thrown out. Phoenix Cox at full forward.
Yes.
I know you're a big fan of him. Kyan Jenkins, thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds. It's good to see him at full forward.
Well, it's good to see him back in a more natural position because he's played on the wing a couple of weeks. He's played at half forward, so it's good to see him back in the position that's his.
There's no Lee Brown and Darren Sheen. And Matty, you can tell us why we won't see Darren Sheen out there today.
He had a bit of an issue with an umpire last week, so he's just having a week off.
And he wasn't playing.
No, he wasn't playing.
He walked out on the ground after the game, give a mouthful. Got 2 weeks. One if he took it. And he took it. Got a week off.
Wasn't happy.
In his civvies, he's gone out there and given a bit. He didn't swear.
I could just see the big grin on the big fella.
Oh.
I could just see him giving it.
Unbelievable. Latrobe's biggest ever Blokes barbecue pre-game show. We're not too far away from the bounce and the adjudicators. Let's have a look at the adjudicators. The umpires for today, the field umpires, Shane Garvey and Tegan Sheldon. And the boundary, Patrick Woolen, Poppy Joan Marnie and Sam Duffield. And the goal umpires, Richard Dobson and David Faulkner. We see David Faulkner every week. He normally comes
to say hello.
He didn't come up today.
No.
You know why that is? Because the big boss is in the field umpire jersey, Shane Garvey. Probably hanging around with the boss today. Didn't come and he did send his partner down. She comes down out of Chasers.
She always comes says hello.
She does. They're a great bunch, the umpires. And they're going to get this game underway at the minute. And throughout the day, we'll be crossing down to Kyan Jenkins on the boundary, thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds. That was the Latrobe's biggest ever Blokes barbecue pre-game show. Don't forget the player of the day, thanks to Royal Exchange Hotel. Goal of the day, Traralgon Tyre Service, and mark of the day, Gippy Shuttle. All that will be happening throughout the day. And Declan Barnett, if you don't give it to him, he texts you at 11 o'clock at night with a skinful.
Crab sticks.
Last week. I don't know what that meant. And it's umpire Tegan Sheldon that holds the ball aloft. It'll be Humphreys for Heyfield doing battle with the big fella in Traralgon from Sale City. Umpires blowing the whistle. No, that might be netball. It's a long way away, and we could hear the netball whistle tapped on there quickly by Bailey Harrison, the one I speak of. Looking forward to see him play today. Ball spills out to the outside. Quick hands out. Kicked off the ground, out of side of the ground. Still inside the front 50 for Sale City. The Bulldogs will be looking for a big effort today against a healthy opposition who I would assume, Matty, have a bit of a rivalry, these two sides.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought they liked each other too much.
I reckon Jacob Schuback played for both.
Did he really?
I might be wrong there, but I might have made that up, man. But I think he did. The coach of Sale City might have played at both sides. Played at the Magpies in here, obviously.
Yep.
I reckon he might have had a run at Heyfield. Anyway, we'll get a restart. Still inside the front 50 for the Bulldogs. They kick right of screen. No wind to speak of. Beautiful day, as it has been for the first 6 weeks. Going to get stoppage after stoppage as umpire Shane Garvey crosses his arms and runs in to throw it into the air. Don't forget the netball going over the other side. There's a live stream happening for that as well. A lot of plays around
scrappy very early.
It is very scrappy. Geez, if you want to get better than this, or I'll have the feet up, get some more chips. Anything down there to speak of, Traralgon Greyhounds, Kai and Jenkins?
Well, you are correct, Brad. Play HQ states he's had one game for Heyfield.
Yes, there you go. I'm really
Just
wrong.
one.
Just the one. I don't know. I thought I made it up, to be quite honest. So, still inside the front 50. Whitehill's there. What a remarkable player he is to even be playing football. We might talk about that at half-time, thanks to Hip Pocket Mall. With
Looking good too.
President. He does.
Bulked up again.
Bedgood, the coach of Heyfield, transfers play backwards to a teammate there in Lambourne, the late inclusion. He in turn gives it to Tyson Burse.
Burse has the footy. They're not rushing. They're going back to Lambourne. Looks for the coach and Bedgood, and it's a beautiful looking kick. They've been very patient so far. They're not rushing. And he'll kick it down the line. Nice little chip kick. Could have been a chop of the arms, but it wasn't. But they've done well. They're going to get their first entry inside 50, and it's a long one. Looking for Bennett, and it's going to be a free kick. And it's not, it's Graham.
Off the boot at Shalans. We liked him in round one.
He was
wasn't
good. Yep, new player to Heyfield. This guy could get off the cusp today. He could kick a bag. He's had a good year to date, Kyle Graham. We watched him in the warm-up, and he was slotting them everywhere.
Don't forget, we'll have around-the-ground scores of all other AGL Loyang North Gippsland games throughout the day. Keep a close eye on the Rosedale Woodside one. Should be a beauty.
Graham comes in. Looks good off the boot. And it's the Kangaroos. Get their first for the afternoon. With Sale yet to score, Heyfield 1 goal straight. 3.5 minutes gone in the first quarter on your Martin Cameron scoreboard.
There's a few avenues to goal in that Kangaroo forward 50. Kai and Jenkins, thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds, they're going to have their hands full, the Bulldog defence.
Definitely, and that's without Daniel Bedgood. He's starting on the wing on the broadcast side, so that's the dangerous forward line just without their best forward.
Yeah, it certainly is, as you see the replay there.
I
Beautiful day.
I like Healsley down there too.
Yeah, big fella.
Yep.
Yeah, he good ruckman, but very mobile forward. Good hands from Humphrey on the outside. Chopped off by Noddle for the Bulldogs. He feeds it off. Going low and hard, trying to get a high free kick, and the helmet was burst, not paid. Umpire Tegan Sheldon says, I'll throw it in the air, get a restart. Scrappy. Tolner gets his hand to it. There is Whitehill. He's beaten for it on that occasion. Fed out the back. Marchese's there. Handball off to the outside. Shalland. Unselfishly, probably should have had a shot. Lowered his eyes. Marchese's going to feed it back to him. He has Humphrey square at centre half forward. Goes to him. Double guesses himself. Goes on the left foot. Finds the coach. Bedgood. A lot of goals this year. Been brilliant. Colin Jenkins will give us the total soon. As he just lowers his eyes and hits up Bennett in the forward pocket. And Mitch Bennett will have a shot from 25 out on a slide angle. You know off head how many goals Bedgood has kicked this year, Kai and Jenkins?
I believe him and Graham both have 15.
Unbelievable. Good start to the season as Bennett comes in on the left foot. Misses to the left. So just the one behind and takes them on to 1-1-7. Heyfield.
I like him in the deep forward too in Mitch Bennett.
Yeah, they've got a lot they can do,
A lot of firepower.
haven't they?
They can change it around.
I mean, that front six, they're very hard to keep quiet. Tolner's going to bring the ball back into play for the Bulldogs. Goes to the outer side. High ball. Gets out over the top. Big leak on that occasion from Tyson Graham. Millen gets to it, but boundary line beats him. We'll have a boundary throw in on the right half forward flank, outer side of the ground for Heyfield.
And a bit of a scrappy first couple of minutes. As they bring the ball back into play. No one could get it cleanly. Tolner. Another ball up. Big jump there by Jaglowen. They've got the clearance. What can they produce? Tolner kicks inside forward 50. They get an opportunity here. Beautiful pickup. Not a great kick in the end. But
On debut, wouldn't that have been nice for the young boy?
yeah, kicked the wrong side of the footy.
What do you know? I can tell you, Cowar have jumped out to a 4-goal straight lead. 4 straight 24. Churchill yet to score in the first couple of minutes of the first quarter, Matty.
Jeez, that's very, very quick. How many did Keenan get, you reckon?
Probably all 4.
As the Kangaroos in defence. Kick across and they're looking to get O'Keefe. Just controlling the footy. Back to Lambourne. They've marked it again to Gray. And they're just taking their time. Then they kick down the line and then they let it go. Heelsley. In a dangerous position. It's a good-looking kick. They get the clearance. Marchese to Bedgood. It's got time.
No one's
Settles.
hearing.
Oh, just a cool, smart head. Good footy. And Stephenson's going to have a shot for goal.
You got to tighten up on Bedgood. I know right now it's James Moulton playing on him. You can't give him that sort of...
If he's kicking it inside 50, he's hitting targets all day.
Yeah, you can't give him that area. I noticed now coming back to him is Kyan Sallings.
Yep. Stephenson comes in, makes the umpire work, and he's missed it to the left.
Just keep an eye on that Kyan Jenkins, thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds. I did notice Moulton started on Bedgood, but I think, would you think a move might be made?
Well, it was William Walters who was with him at that stoppage there, the debutant, and he's lost him going chasing the football. I'd almost be tempted to put a tag on him early.
He's a very smart footballer.
Oh, yeah.
Just cruises around, right spots.
He's going to cause them some pain, Matty, if they give him that sort of room.
Yep.
Good players are good players, but great players, they become great players when they've got space and time.
Yes.
So the Bulldogs cross the ball back over to the back pocket, outer side of the ground, in front of the netball courts. They're going to go with a long boot along wing. Geez, not a great kick. Kept in the field of play, though. And, geez, again, it's overused the footy in the defensive 50. Had about 6 possessions and just go outside their defensive 50, but looks like it might come back. Quickly mopped up. Lux of Fortune. That was Moulton. Fed it off. They go into the middle. Bouncing ball. Carstairs is there. That's Declan, the younger son of Troy, who's not playing today. Now the Kangaroos are going to come back through O'Keefe.
Oh, look out.
He's Bedgood on the outside with no one near him again. Bouncing ball. Just tapped on that occasion. Tell you what, we've got a few guys, Sale City, in numbers that we weren't given. And they have had a history of this Sale City.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got a guy running around in the 26 Guernsey, not listed whatsoever. And we'll have to take an educated guess at some stage whose that is. So Whitehill, Jackson Whitehill. Short. McGregor Davies sends him up towards half forward. Gets out the back. Really good footy. Oh, ball kick though in the end. It's going to get chopped off. So just the pressure from the Kangaroos is pretty intense at the moment. They've done well there through the agency of Traralgon though, but the umpire might have said.
Oh.
Is it?
Sutton.
Watley Sutton?
Yep. Tried to get up and had the wobbles.
So
Not a good
that's no
sign.
good.
I was in the pack probably about 3 or 4 plays earlier. Got crunched.
That might be the end for him. Kind Jenkins down the boundary thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds. Well, we've got a stoppage in play. Might send you down to the Sales City box whenever you get a chance and find out who's wearing the 26 Guernsey for the Bulldogs, because we haven't got him listed here and he's not listed anywhere in number 26 in their list. So umpire Tegan Sheldon will restart again.
It's going to be a free
It's gonna be a
kick.
free kick.
Yeah, it's going to go to Healsley.
Get on your boy!
You can hear the Heyfield coach there, Daniel Bedgood.
Very
come,
loud.
Yeah, he's come to the interchange.
He's brought his own microphone.
He has Bennett, and he changes the play. They've liked that other side of the ground so far. Kicks it down the line, looking for Humphreys. He'll get onto that left side if he can. McMillan to Marchese.
He's had a bit of it early, Marchese.
Yeah. In dangerous positions as well. And he looks for Ronan, and this is a good kick. He can continue on if he gets the right bounce. Good tackle in the end. They're going to get another forward 50 entry. And it's a lovely looking kick to Graham.
Oh,
That's a great
great
mark. Within range.
Yeah, well,
But Chelan
started again.
Beautiful kick. It's their delivery inside forward 50. If it's not Chelan's, it's Bedgood.
Chance for his second. We've only gone nearly 12 minutes into the first quarter. But surprisingly, they've had all the play, but they've only put the one goal on.
The difference is the cleanliness.
Yeah.
They're rushing at Sale City to get it forward 50. Heyfield are taking their time as Graham comes in. Kicks it to that left side again. So that's the second time he's done that in the first 10 minutes of the game.
They might rue that.
Yep. As Hudson Tolner is going to bring the ball back into play.
Kind Jenkins down on the boundary, thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds.
Heyfield early, the bench is starting to get a little frustrated about the inaccuracy of their goal kicking, because that should be 3 straight they've kicked now.
Yeah, they feel like they're on top. As
Yeah.
Bedgood's there. And here he is again. Gives the handball across. We're going to have a boundary throw in. 12 and a half minutes gone here in the first quarter.
As you can see, the ground's in beautiful condition. Good crowd in at Sales City. Considering that some would say Heyfield could win this quite convincingly. Sales City have had a hard start to the year as Marchese does a crumbing. He fumbles. All wrapped up Traralgon, so we'll get a restart. As Burst comes back onto the ground for Marchese for the Kangaroos, gets in amongst it straight away. Whitehill's there. Declan Carstairs thought he might have been held without it. Cole is there. He's wrapped up by that man, Declan Carstairs, and lets him know all about it, a la Brandon Maynard style from Collingwood.
Could be a free kick there.
Absolutely, to Humphreys. So Sean Humphreys quickly gives it off to Burst. He's started really well. Gets out towards Chelan's, has too much on it. Can he keep it in play? He can. They come at him. He gets around both of them, then feeds the handball over the top. They're away here through the agency of Eastham. And he's hit up Graham again.
Third time lucky.
What's he got? 1-3?
1-2.
1-2. He's got, and they've kicked 1-3. So
He has kicked to that left side every time when he's missed. So let's see if he can fix that up.
He does here. So Kyle Graham has kicked 15 or 16 this year because he's already got one today. He's going to set that one to the right. He's overcompensated, Matty.
By a long, long way. So he's kicked it to the left twice and he's kicked it to the right once. So let's hopefully get it in the middle.
Kyle Jenkins, thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds. They might even be a little bit more frustrated now with that.
Definitely, but I think Daniel Bedgood's happy that Sale City can barely get out there in half the minute, and that pressure will cause goals at some point in the game.
Yeah, that's right. They're definitely controlling the game at the moment.
Oh, they've turned it
And
over.
they've turned the footy over again in another dangerous position, and it's a great tackle there. Pretty sure it was Eastham.
And the pressure's so great, Matty. When they do turn it over, they're in big trouble because there's
Displays out.
What do you call a flock of kangaroos, dear? They're hanging around. What do they call them? Not a flock. What do they call a, I don't know, a skippy of kangaroos?
Just a lot of them.
Ouch! Hoppity boppity.
As we're about 40 metres out here from the Heyfield goal. A lot of dangerous players around with Bennett lurking around.
Oh,
Another superb tackle there by Stephenson. It's going to be a free kick to Sale City. Looks a little bit worse than where they
Yeah.
must have caught one across the mush.
and the umpire's coming in. Shane Garvey's seen a bit of blood on the nose of Tom Jerome.
Thrown.
I know. He's
Walked away.
He's walked away, but he's handed the kick over. Well, he needs to come to the bench.
He does. As Whitehill clears out. Oh, he's looking for Evans. Does well in the Evans, but they've jumped on top of him. A lot of pressure here back to Whitehill. Just gets it on the boot, and this is the difference. And it's McMillan.
So he has started at halfback.
Yeah, and we didn't think that. To this man, Bedgegood.
Too much space and time.
He's had 3 or 4 touches, but his foot skills are elite,
Yep.
and there is no one near him. And this is Finn Stephenson again. He started off nicely too.
He has. Gee, they haven't made him pay, though, on the scoreboard.
No, 1-4.
Right now, if you were watching this game and didn't see a score, you'd think they were about 5 up.
Yeah, they've dominated play. As Stephenson comes in, probably about 45 metres out.
Oh,
And does it come around? It
It
does, just. And it's a goal they needed as they've dominated play. And it's Heyfield, 2-4-16. The Sale City yet to score on your Martin Cameron scoreboard.
and thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds, Kyan Jenkins.
Well, Sale City have not beaten Heyfield at this venue since round 13 of 2022.
Okay, will we hear that day?
No.
No. We weren't.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Back in the middle. Evans in there for the Bulldogs on this occasion. Shane Garvey, not officiating umpire, pulls a free kick. It's going to go to Willie Walters on debut. Got him in amongst it. Goes up towards half forward. Gets to the front. Heasley feeds it off to Christian. As a player on the outside in Ronan, finds him. Sends him up the line, out of side of the ground. Burst, been good in this first quarter.
Oh,
Goes
Bennett.
inside 50 to Bennett, gets the bounce onto the left foot, runs into goal and
Lovely.
goes bang. Mitch Bennett gets his first and starting to open up now, Matty.
Yeah, and we're only 18 minutes into the first quarter.
3-4-22, Heyfield. Sale yet to score. As you see Burst there, one of his many possessions, and just a beautiful bounce for Bennett to run into the open goal. 18 minutes gone in the first quarter. That's on your Martin Cameron, a local member from all scoreboard. Thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds, Kyan Jenkins.
Well, so that game's just starting to open up now. I'd almost be tempted for Sale City to move one behind the ball, just try and shut down the scoring or at least limit it for the end of the quarter.
Yeah, it's very, very hard to do when you just don't have the cattle at the moment. Back in the middle. Marchese to Burst. That's holding the footy. That's Casters. Advantage given to Whitehill. Not a good kick, and it's gone to Lambourne.
Yarram 21 points up over Glengarry.
Chillans. To Graham.
Geelong North 15 up over Gormandale.
Does well in the end. Did he hold the footy?
There's our man number 26.
Six.
Have you got him yet, Kyan?
I will go have a chat at quarter time, boys.
That'd be nice.
As he kicks it down the line. Oh, nearly a good mark there in the end. Was from Harrison, but they're going to get another forward entry. Can he finish it off? He's got the time. Can they run into an open goal?
Oh, you bet. Oh, he took his
Just-
time.
My gosh.
He took his time. James Moulton, what are you thinking?
But they're on the board.
Come on, man.
As we see here on the replay, he took every step possible without getting tackled. Very, very lucky there. Christian nearly had him, but they're on the board. And it's 1 goal straight to Heyfield, 3-4-22 on your Martin Cameron scoreboard.
Oh, yes, I was a little bit late on the score that time. Little boundary riders out there having a bit of a giggle. What are you laughing at down there, Kyan Jenkins? Thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds.
I'm not laughing at anything.
I assume you're giggling.
No.
No? Back in the middle. Bulldogs go forward through Traralgon. Going to struggle with that name. I'll call him 3 different names all day.
Yep.
Maybe even 6. All wrapped up. Is that Reed for the Bulldogs? No, it's Declan
Declan.
Carstairs. Centre forward. Heasley backs into Traralgon. Going to get a free kick here for High. So Heasley were really impressed with him. Round 1 against Woodside over there, Matty.
Yeah. Can play multiple positions.
Very mobile and a lovely kick for a big man. Goes out towards Stephenson, gets out the back. Tyson Graham just breaks the Sellings tackle, then gets boot to ball looking for Bedgegood. It's chopped off. Good tackle from Bedgegood. Back to Tyson Graham. Bedgegood gets it again. Onto the left. Foot high ball out over the back. Look out for Bennett. He's there. Feeds it out. Back to Graham.
Oh, look
He's
out!
taken. Holding the ball. Sale City win the free kick.
Good pressure there by the Bulldogs. There was another goal just begging to come through, but great defence there by Sale City. So they kick it down the line. They keep it in. Only just as we have a boundary throw in.
That might be our man down on the fence near Sports Stream Live commentary box that dropped the chips. The pre-game show.
Ooh.
Might be him. Looks hungry too.
He didn't get his morning chips before the footy. Good throw in by the young fella as the ball's back into play. Burst with the punch. To Phoenix Cox. Can he pick it up cleanly? He does. Gets onto that left foot. But it's not a good kick in the end. It's gone out of bounds on the full, and it's going to go to Sale City as he was looking there for Graham.
Normally round 1, first quarter, there's 3 goals kicked. There's not one of them that's part of the Traralgon Tyre service or contender for the Traralgon Tyre service goal of the day, Matty. They've
No.
all been easy set shots.
Yeah, pretty basic. As Whitehill brings the ball back in, kicks it down the line, and that's Humphreys. Just a little bit smart at the moment. Experienced footballer.
Sure, he's
Chelan.
had a lot of it.
Yes, and Chelan's setting the players up, looking for Millen, but it's a superb tackle from Sutton.
Beautiful tackle, wasn't it? Oh, he's poked. He's made it high.
I don't know about that, and it's McMillan. Kicks across the face.
Gee, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on that
I
either.
thought it was a very good tackle myself.
Yes, as they bring the ball inside forward 50, and it's a good-looking kick. And it's going to
Holding.
go to Heyfield, right in front of the big sticks. We're only talking 15 metres out. It's going to be that man, Liam Heasley.
Yeah, most guys that height, you ever look at his kicking style, most of them are awkward.
He's very
He's
fluid.
really, isn't he?
Very
Very
fluid.
balanced and looks very good off the boot. Now that I've said that,
You'll
he'll
miss.
this.
As he comes in, 15 metres out, straight over the umpire's hat.
He made him work.
And that's Heyfield starting to kick away a 22-point lead. It's 4-4-28 to 1 goal straight. 23 and a half minutes gone on your Martin Cameron scoreboard.
Down on the boundary for Traralgon Greyhounds, Kyan Jenkins. I've lost him.
Yep.
I've lost him.
Canning. Hello?
Yeah, that's what, you got to talk into it.
The beauty of being on the bench is you can see the coach's reaction. Jacob Schuback absolutely filthy with that decision in the middle. And then just that one there, just the inexperience in defence, the holding the man.
Yeah, you're talking about the high free kick.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was a mistake.
As they're trying to get the clearance. That's the Bulldogs. Christian's there, Tolner.
Oh, good hands.
They're going to get another forward 50 entry. They're looking for Evans. It's kicked to the wrong position, but he's done well in the end up against Lambourne. Terrible bounce, but they're going to get the clearance here through McMillan. Only just off the ground by Lambourne. As they're going to try and get the clearance through Gray.
Oh!
Umpire said play on. That was a good hit in the end.
Absolutely.
I enjoyed that one.
I bet you he didn't.
There's a stack of plays here. We're going to have a ball up as we'll have a look here on the replay.
Whack! He's been hit by a truck.
It wasn't like a
A
truck.
Wilton transport truck. He's gone bang.
as Mark Hazy does a beautiful handball, but they've turned the footy over again. Good pressure here by Sale City. As we have another ball up here, 25 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's a 22-point margin. Could have been a little bit more. They've missed some easy shots here so far, Heyfield, as Humphreys gets the tap. It's McMillan. Absolute stalwart for Heyfield. As we have another ball up here.
Cower, 6-3-39. Churchill, 2-1-13. Yallourn North, 4-5-29. Gormandale, 2-2-14. Up it goes. Traralgon wins a ruck. Fed away by Burstow onto the boot. Bouncing ball. Good tackle on that occasion. I reckon that was Darcy Gray, was it? Laid the tackle. It was a ripper. No prior, so we'll get a restart. That outer side. Jump all over it. Feeds out the back. Does well in the end. It's Hole. Takes a bounce. Gets a kick up towards the wing. Gets out over the top. Geez, that was well read by Heasley. Goes inside looking for that man in Phoenix Cox onto the right foot. And Bennett's just going to go around the corner. Bang for his second. So, starting to pile them on now late. 5-4-34. Heyfield, one straight 6. No one took the mark. They all ran away and he just turned around and went bang.
That's not a good sign.
26 and a half minutes gone first quarter. That's on your Martin Cameron, a local member for Morwell Scoreboard. Kyan Jenkins, thanks to Traralgon Grahams on the boundary.
Well, Daniel Bedgegood comes to the bench for the second time in the quarter, so it looks like he could be on a little limited minutes trying to rest him. McMillan and Joel Lambourne, who was late in yet to come to the bench this quarter.
Yeah, sometimes for a playing coach, particularly in your first gig.
Just before quarter time, come down, reset, have a look.
Have a look, and with all due respect, with a side that they should beat, you can really have a look today. Tolner does some really good roving in the middle for the Bulldogs. High ball goes up to the first game. Ratiano nearly took the mark. It's out over the back. McMillan dives on it. They dive on him. He might be in trouble here. Whitehill, geez, the umpire let it go. He's wrapped up by McMillan this time. Umpire Shane Garvey says, hey, do it all again. It's nearly quarter time. 27 and a half gone. They lead by 28 points, the Kangaroos. Burst with a little bit of a back heel kick. And again, do it all again. So right now, just looking down there, and there's a number 27 that you might have to look into too. 26 and 27 for Sale City. They do this a lot, and I don't like it. So O'Keefe gets a kick in towards the middle of the ground to Manson. He can't trap it. Gets another go at it. Bounces to him. Taken high. You'll get the free kick. So Brandon Manson out of wing. Deep into the first quarter. 28 points up. They'll come back. Just got to his man in grey. So Gray now. Umpire asks him to move it on. Long kick up towards half forward. Gets out over the back. Well, handball in hope in the end. Slinging tackle on Manson, not paid. They go up towards half forward. A couple of Kangaroos fight with each other. It just enabled Harrison to win it, feed it off. They go inside 50. Here he is again. Odiano looks lively. The boy ends up. You ever look at the pace.
Finish.
Gets away. Left foot check side. Oh, there it is. The one that I've been asking for. The Traralgon Tyre Service. Goal of the day in the first quarter to a man on debut. Jermaine Odiano. What a ripper. Let's have a look at this. Look at the pace. Didn't panic when he got tackled, Matty.
And check side it too.
And
The confidence to
on the
do that.
left foot. What a goal. 2 straight 12. The Bulldogs. Heyfield 5-4-34. 29 and a half gone in your first quarter. That's on your Martin Cameron, local member Morwell Scoreboards. Kyan Jenkins, thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds.
Well, last week, aside from that first quarter, Sale City, they won or were in every single quarter. So only being 4 goals down at quarter time, they'll still think they're in this.
Back in the middle. Nearly 30 minutes gone. Won't be long till quarter time. Chalans looking for Ronan, but they're going to get a clearance again here. Sale City. And there it is. 30-minute quarter. And it's Sale. 2 goals straight to Heyfield, 5-4-34 on your Martin Cameron scoreboard.
So it's been a good game in the end. Quarter time, they've kicked 7 goals. And we've definitely got, no, I don't reckon that's going to be beaten. The Traralgon Tyre service goal of the day in the first quarter to the first gamer, Jermaine Oriano. And I'm going to get Kai and Jenkins to find out numbers 26 and 27 for the Bulldogs and who the hell they are. And we'll get that back to us in the quarter time break. We'll have all the around the ground scores when we come back from the break. And it is the Bulldogs by 22 points at quarter time. Chris Humphrey Office National is proud to stand behind local business and the North Gippsland Football Netball League, helping keep clubs, offices and organisations running smoothly on and off the field. From managed IT and phone systems to Canon photocopiers and complete office fit-outs, we help Gippsland organisations work smarter and run better. Local people, local knowledge, local support. Chris Humphrey Office National, supporting Gippsland. From the office to the Oval. Gippy Shuttle is your reliable airport transfer service. We provide airport transfers from a wide range of locations across Gippsland. Upfront pricing, no hidden fees, easy secure online booking, available 24/7, late model, comfortable and well-maintained vehicles. gippyshuttle.net.au. Looking for somewhere to host your next function? Well, the Traralgon Greyhound Racing Club is the perfect venue. A modern function room which is spacious, private and offers stunning views over the track and surrounds. It's the ideal setting to celebrate with friends, family or colleagues. The Traralgon Greyhound Racing Club, 44 to 66 McNairn Road, Traralgon. Wilson Transport has assisted companies both locally and all over Australia by providing freight and storage services for over 50 years. With our head office located in Gippsland, Victoria, Wilson Transport is proud to engage with local people and local businesses wherever possible. Family owned and operated. Wilson Transport, 5133 9000. Traralgon Tyre Service is a market leader in the supply, fitting and servicing of passenger, commercial and industrial tyres in the Gippsland region of Victoria. If you're in need of a tyre replacement, adjustment or any other tyre related service, please look no further. Our team of professionals at Traralgon Tyre Service are here for you. Traralgon Tyre Service, 48 Standing Drive, Traralgon, or give them a call, 5174 9344. Welcome back to Sale City, where the Kangaroos lead by 22 points. They're 5-4-34 Heyfield and Sale City 2 straight 12. Let's cross down to a man. Jenkins on the boundary. Thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds.
Well, had a little listen into the Heyfield huddle. Daniel Bedge could not happy whatsoever. He said they started off that quarter really well, but it's almost a little bit of arrogance there. They thought they were going to win every battle, and he wasn't happy in that manner that last goal for Sale City got kicked.
Okay, well, you're in front. Be happy with that, I suppose. But yeah, it's a lot of time, Matty. It's the way you go about it. How you're in front, I suppose.
Yeah, they've gone all right about it. They haven't finished off some of their goal kicking, but gosh, you can fix it up pretty quickly.
I like the looks of Jermaine Odiano for Sale City on debut. That was a ripping goal. Traralgon Tyre service goal of the day.
Oh,
Whitehill flicked it away and was tackled by Mark Casey. Goes back in after it, gets the right foot to the ball, and Shane Garvey's given that free kick against the bench.
Really?
He pointed to the Sale City bench.
Okay.
Something was said from there. We'll see. We'll go down to Kyan later and see what happened. Burst. He's tackled, gets the handball free.
Oh, no.
Again, tackled on that occasion was Finn Stephenson. Back to Mark Casey. I'll tell you what, they've stepped up the pressure, the
Have
Bulldogs.
they ever?
Whitehill through the middle, goes onto the right foot, goes inside 50. Coming in,
Here we go.
chopping it off. Now here he is again. He puts on the afterburners. Oh!
He's got the right
He's
bounce.
just outdone his first goal of the day.
He got the right bounce.
He's done it on the left foot, inside out bouncer.
Let's have a look.
Yes.
The pace.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, poor old Darcy Gray was just a sitting duck there when it went over his head.
We've got to choose two Traralgon Tyre service goals of the day between the same guy, the same foot, the same type of kick. Traralgon Greyhounds, Kyan Jenkins.
Well, both benches are confused with each other as for that free kick was for. But the new forward, Odaweni, plays soccer. Odiano, full-time soccer player, does play soccer tomorrow. But you can see...
We're losing you there, Kyan. You might have to move. Lost you a little bit there, or you're dancing, or... He's on the phone now. I don't know who he's texting. He might be getting an Uber Eats.
Oh.
Whitehill got his handball away. I thought he might have thrown it. Kangaroos chop it off. Oh, Manson's gone for the handball to Shallans, and he wasn't expecting it. McMillan does what he always does. Head down, ass up. We'll have a boundary throw in centre wing position. Sports Stream Live commentary box side of the ground.
Yes, it's been Jackson Whitehill, as he always has. He's got these boys going in the start of the second quarter. He's just ferocious at the footy. Let's see if he can continue. Boundary throw in. Good tap at the end by Heelsley. They're going to get the clearance. Little chip kick. It's gone a little bit too far, but Shallans is there for Heyfield. Does well in the end picking it up, but the tackle is superb by Nottle. Can't get it out. He did drag it back in a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Are you excited by Jermaine Odiano? I am excited.
X Factor. He brings something. He brings something out of nothing.
He's on debut.
Yeah, it's a good sign.
It's unbelievable.
As they try to get the clearance here, Sale City, and they can't. Marchese with the tackle. But it's been a good response here for Sale. They get the tap. But that's going to go nowhere in again through Easton.
Hey, thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds. Kyan Jenkins, did you see the umpire's decision before? Was that pointed at the Sale City coach's box?
I'm not sure. Both benches were looking at each other and both were confused as each other.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have another ball up here right in front of us. Robin McMillan's gone into the midfield now for Heyfield. No clearance, but again, it's this man, Jackson Whitehill. Just goes for territory.
It was a smart kick.
It was. Marchese tries to get the kick. He's looking for Shallans. They've got a little bit of time. Can they be clean about it? Here he is again, Jackson Whitehill. I reckon he's had a good 5 or 6 touches in the first 3 minutes.
Yep.
There's going to be a free kick. It's going to go to the Kangaroos. They look inside to Bennett. Deadly left foot to McMillan. Beautiful kick. So it was a little bit of candy. Kicks inside forward 50. Looks for Bedgegood. Oh, sorry, I was in Graham again. Just had the wrong position. But the pressure's been superb so far in the second quarter, but it's this man again in Bedgood, and he'll kick to Bennett, and he's within range. He'll probably kick it just outside the forward 50, but he's a beautiful left foot kick.
Yallourn North, 49 points up over Gormandale. 23 points, Cowar over Churchill. They've come back, the Cougars.
They've woken up.
And only 4 points. Glengarry over Yarram.
As Bennett comes in, goes that arc to get a little bit of extra distance.
Oh,
And he's got that distance.
geez, a nice kick, isn't
And
it?
that's his third for the afternoon. And it's Heyfield now. 6-4-40 to Sale. 3 goals straight. 5 minutes gone on your Martin Cameron scoreboard.
And thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds, Kyan Jenkins on the boundary.
Well, just continue on with those round the end scores. Quarter time at Rosedale, 2-2-14 Woodside, 1-2-8 Rosedale. So a real gritty game there by the looks of it.
Yeah. we
Your high
thought
pressure game, that one.
That's going to be a ripper, that one. There's no doubt about that. That'll go down to the wire today. And I've got to say, Matty, much improved Sale City after quarter time. There's
aggression.
Endeavour, yes, aggression and everything about them. They've looked good. It's still the same deficit, 22 points. Each team's got one each in this second quarter. And here they go again, but Bedgood cuts it off. He can't take it cleanly. Tolner onto the left foot. Goes inside 50. Bouncing ball. Really well done on that occasion by Noddle. Feeds it off. He was looking for his teammate in Sutton. We thought might have been concussed early, but he seems okay. Goes in after it. Goes low. Marchese's there. It's fed out to that man again. Noddle onto the left foot inside. Evans takes the mark. They haven't had a blemish. They've kicked 3 straight.
Just keeps them in touch.
Does. And they've got to make every post a winner, don't they?
Yep.
Every time.
Yep.
So Chad Evans right on the boundary. Going to go with a customary round the corner punt. Screw punt goal! Evans is first for the day. And Sale keep their straight kicking online. 4 straight 24. They only trail by 16 points, 6-4-40 Heyfield, 6.5 gone, second quarter. That's on your Martin Cameron local member for Morwell scoreboard. And as we watch him there, around the corner, Traralgon Greyhounds' own, Kyan Jenkins.
Well, that's how Sale City are going to win this game. Run and carry on the outside. They're not going to be able to beat them through the middle of the ground, I don't think. But then Chad Evans there was beautiful leading up at the pocket. Good kick as well. And managed to not get it touched, which is something we see a lot nowadays.
Can be a match winner, Evans. We've seen that last year. Back in the middle. They're going to get a clearance again here through Heyfield. No, they're not. The pressure is really stepping up here for Sale City. They've definitely addressed this in the first quarter huddle because the midfielders come out firing. Humphreys with just the clear strength. Bennett, the left foot does well. Into Cox. Just an under 18s player. Has a bright future. Looking for Graham. Goes for the one-hander. He just wants to get that out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in 40 metres out from the Heyfield goal.
I said there's a move made there on Kyle Graham. Looks like Tyson Dobson's gone to him now.
Got a job.
Yeah, I'd say so. He's playing him very tightly.
Yep. As we've had a boundary throw in. A lot of players again around this footy. It's just a rush kick out of defence. Humphreys is there and so is Marchese. McMillan. Evans with a superb tackle.
He had prior.
He
Good
did.
decision.
Great decision. And it's going to be a free kick to Evans. And he's tried to rush it, but it's going to be Jackson Whitehill. This can be a worry sometimes with Jackson because he doesn't know where he's going. But he does hit the target in the end. And they've turned the footy over again in a very dangerous position. Cox to Shallans. Just can't get rid of it to Burst. McMillan. But he's getting very hot, and that is holding the footy.
That's Declan Carstairs.
Yep.
What a great effort.
Yep. Was this his first year out of the 18s now? So he's still eligible, do you know?
I don't think he is eligible. I think he's out now.
Yep. He was superb last year when we watched him a few times. And as I've said it, he's turned the footy over from Ronan. And that's a mongrel-looking kick, looking for Graham. Does he get the right bounce? It's a 2v1. Smart decision just to get it over the line. Have a boundary throw in here in a more dangerous position. 9 minutes gone in the second quarter. The game's interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You feel like Heyfield were the better side, but they're just lurking around Sale City.
Yeah. I like the kids.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that could
ball
have been
again.
throwing the footy, and that's another good call.
Let's remember, Jacob Schuback is one of the best at this. He will develop kids
Yep.
and work with what he's got.
Just take your time. Humphreys.
That's what happens with young kids. They turn it over a bit, and that's happening. But
Yep.
There's a lot to like about the Bulldogs.
Yep. They're going to have their flat times. Bennett.
Jeez, he's killing him.
Yep. Doing what he likes at the moment. That's a beautiful kick to Graham. Spills it in the end. It's a dangerous, dangerous position to turn it over. Low ball. Not a great kick.
Oh,
Carstairs. Sort of runs into trouble, but does well in the end. Gives off the handball. Humphreys for Heyfield. Gives off a handball to that man again in Bennett.
he never turns it over.
Very, very rarely. Kicks across the face to Lambourne. To Marchese, who made him work very hard. Whitehill's lurking around there for Sale City, but the second effort for Marchese was brilliant, but he needed to be careful in this day and age with the tackling.
Yeah, Mitchie was a lucky boy then.
Yep.
Didn't hit the ground. So we're going to throw up. Centre wing position. Might get more than the throw up. It's enough of the fart jokes. So restart again. A lot of players around it. Traralgon and Humphreys. Humphreys wins it straight to Bennett.
Oh, he's everywhere.
Oh, finds really good slips catch by Ronan. Then he feeds it off to Hole. Hole goes up towards half forward. Manson's there. Taps it beautifully to Tyson Graham. Looks for his brother on the bleed and hits him up. So, Kyle Graham, he's got the one in the first quarter. He's kicked about 1-4, I reckon.
Yep.
1-3 or 4, 1-3.
And it's an easy miss, 1, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
He could have had 4, no worries.
This is probably his hardest shot of the lot.
So he'll probably get it.
Yes, from this right pocket. 11 and a half gone, second quarter. In comes Kyle Graham. And he is!
Split the middle.
A little. So, 7-4-46. Heyfield, Sale 4 straight 24. There's Tyson hitting up the brother on the lead. 12 minutes gone. That's on your Martin Cameron local member for Morwell Scoreboard. That's the hardest shot he's had at the day.
And split the middle.
And he's straight over the head of the umpire, Colin Jenkins, thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds.
Well, Heyfield are playing Jack Christian behind the ball by himself at all times. I mean, every contest, Sale City are actually having an extra.
We keep losing you. So, I don't know what's happening down there, but we've got some mic troubles with Kyle Graham. Kyle Graham just kicked it.
Colin Jenkins. So we're back in the middle. Tolner gets the clearance. Another forward entry for Sale City. Christian with the spoil. Hole. From Stephenson. Has a bit of time. Kicks into space. Was looking for Cox. Didn't get him, but the tackle was superb. Great tackle by the young fella, and he's been rewarded. Superb tackle there by Phoenix Cox. He's going to get another forward 50 entry. Bit of a wobbler kick. Evans is there. Just didn't do enough there, Evans. Burst is there for Heyfield. Can they get the clearance for Sale City? No, they can't. As we have a ball up inside Heyfield's forward 50, probably about 40 metres out from their goal. Evans and Heasley. An even contest. Whitehill. Can't pick it up cleanly. As he always does. He's on the bottom of a pack. Humphreys with the soft hands. Was looking for burst, but there's players all around him. Declan Caster's been one. Good contest in the end by Evans. Definitely an undersized ruckman. Just giving the chop out for 5 or 10 minutes. He's up against Humphreys. Humphreys with a double-hander tap to Bennett. Gets inside forward 50 onto that left foot. It's kicked across the face. Could have had 4. Just another behind there to Heyfield. As Tolner's going to do the kicking in duties, as he's done all day so far. But at the moment, Mitch Bennett is taking this game away from Sale City. He's had a great game. Tolner plays on, kicks outside. Defensive 50, looking for that man in Evans. Shalans. That footy's going nowhere. Just rolls it over. And Sallings, we're going to have a boundary throw in.
Yeah, and we can tell you those two that were in the jumpers that we didn't have. Now, someone's come out in the 19 that wasn't in the 19 earlier. Sailing started off in the 26, and now he's wearing the 19. He changes his jumper every week. Today, he's changing it during the day, Matty.
Why?
What is wrong with these people? And we had 27 was Thomas Aishelman. I do not know why Sellings does it. Last week, he was in 00. He started the game in 26, and now he's gone to 19.
Yes, very frustrating.
Humphreys has the mark at half forward. Feeds it off to the outside. Good tackle from Sutton. Gets out over the top.
Oh, no.
Trouble. Marchese gets his hands away. Don't argue from Humphreys on that occasion on Reed. They go to ground. Kyan Jenkins on the boundary. Can you find out for us at half-time why the hell Kyan Sellings changes his jumper from day inside the one game?
It could be blood. It could be fitting, but no, it's confusing for me, especially.
Yeah, you're going to have to make a move from where you are. For some reason, we're not getting you. You're having mic problems where you're situated for whatever reason. So anyway.
Oh, here we go again.
Bouncing ball, Odiano. He's met on that occasion. All wrapped up. High blows his whistle. Or her whistle. No, it's his whistle. And get a bounce down. 40 metres around from the Sale City goal. They trail by 23 points to the Bulldogs. So Evans, tap goes towards the boundary line and going to throw him in the same spot. Yeah, I don't understand that about the numbers, Matty. I know I harp on about it, but that is just
painful.
Oh, I don't know why you do it.
Unless he had blood.
You had 2 jumpers.
Well, you'd think so.
We had 2 jumpers in the 80s.
Old Woolies.
They're a lot cheaper, the jumpers these days. It's the one thing in this life that has got cheaper over time.
Yes.
The football jumpers. Why, I do not know, but they are cheaper. Kyan Jenkins on the boundary.
Oh, I think we've relocated to a better position where you might pick me up here.
Yeah.
I like what Heyfield are doing. They're just trying to stretch the ground out and trying to use their foot skills and Mitch Bennett to their advantage.
He's been super. There's no doubt about that. In it comes again. Peasley. Geez, they get onto him pretty quickly, don't they?
Yep.
That occasion, it was Noddle. Come out through Shalans, liked his game. Millen up the line, centre wing position. Graham had some real close checking from Joel Gray on that occasion, who got his fist to the ball, goes out over the boundary line. Right in front of the Heyfield coach's box, commentary side of the ground. They've now gone 18 minutes into this second quarter. And in it comes. Beasley wins the tap, goes to ground. Jones was there for the Bulldogs.
Oh.
Was Carstairs, feeds it off to Noddle. Onto the left foot, inside 50. There's a holding of the jumper.
Good call.
Shane Garvey was right onto it. William Walters quickly plays on. He's on debut. He wanted to do what Odiano has done today and kick one. He's missed everything. We're going to confer here, goal umpire and field umpire, and find out what has happened. And
Score
boundary
review.
umpire's having his bit to say as well. And they're going to give it to Heyfielders on the full. So the Kangaroos, at nearly the 19-minute mark, hold a lead of 23 points. They've increased the lead by only a point, Matty. So Sale City have been good this quarter. Come up towards half-back, high ball.
Oh, well read.
It really was in the end, wasn't it, by Jerome? There's the left half forward.
Sterone kicks inside 50. Not a good looking kick. And Bedgood just cuts it off. Looks like he's just never in a hurry, Bedgood, to Bennett. And this is a better build-up. Marchese kicks inside forward 50. Damaging looking kick. They've done well in the end here, Sale City, because it was a dangerous lead-up.
Come on. Great work, Marga.
Great tackle there by Easton. We're going to have a ball up. 20 minutes gone here in the second quarter. South City are holding their own up against Heyfield. They just don't want to bleed any junk time goals. Tolner. Millen's there, and so is Shalans. Shalans gets the footy. So we have a ball up.
Played with their hands and made it easy for them to defend.
As they get the clearance here, Sale City. Can they deliver with the good kick? But it's down the line, and this is their problem. And it's Marchese. And he'll look inside a dangerous position to Graham. Gives off the handball. So O'Keefe. Back to Graham.
Kick the fucking ball.
And as you can hear, there's a lot of frustration here with Heyfield. They're just not getting any territory. And now they do to Graham. What can he produce? He's tapping the footy around. Tolner for Sale City gets it out of the danger zone. Does well. Whitehill was up against 2. Does well. Does very well. He's up against 3. And he's still going. He'd be happy if this just to go out of bounds. And it does. And well done to Jackson Whitehill.
Geez, I've loved their attitude,
Yep.
Sale City, this quarter.
And he's buggered Jackson. He's run to the bench.
So we have a boundary throw in. Right in front of the Sports Stream Live commentary box. We can hear some colourful language through the effects, Mike. That's what I love about country footy.
Just frustration.
Everyone has a say, Matty.
They do.
So the boundary umpire will do it all again. Heasley and Traralgon. He takes it out of the ruck, feeds it off to Tolner onto the right foot. Been brilliant for the Bulldogs as Tolner. Goes up.
Well done.
Forward. A really good strong mark to Bailey Harrison. The hands weren't so good to Moulton. Gets it back. Has Tolner on the Knottle on the outside onto the left foot towards the goal.
Oh, here we
Gets
go.
out over the back. He just every time that ball goes near him, what do you know?
Something's going to happen.
He just looks so exciting. Kyan Jenkins on the boundary, thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds.
Well, Daniel Bedgood's gone straight to that whiteboard with 9 minutes left in the quarter, just about to write down what he needs at half time, because he's going to have to go back on and try and get Heyfield to a better lead.
I've got the binoculars on him, and he's playing noughts and crosses with his assistant coach on the back of that whiteboard, I can tell you. Coming in was Aishelman. Can't take it cleanly. They dive on him. Your number one job at half time when we interview Mickey Clapton, the president of Sale City, thanks to Hip Pocket Mall, is to find out about Kyan Sellens and his number jumper changes. Kyan?
I can do that, boys. I'm going to try and get to the bottom of who's wearing who.
And if they're double fried chips at the canteen, because those chips are amazing. I reckon they're double fried in fresh oil.
And you're pretty happy with them.
I was very happy with them. It's a great canteen, a Sale City one. I'll tell you what, Mickey Clapton, who we're interviewing, was walking around with a pumpkin soup.
Spicy pumpkin.
Spicy pumpkin.
He was sweating too.
Oh, look out. Tolner onto the right foot. Inside 50. Bouncing ball, really well trapped on that occasion is Harrison. Oh, nice trap again by Reid, but then ends up losing it.
He's got the free.
He's got the free kick, Jason Reid.
Got tackled without it.
So he's only about 40 metres out. It's a slight angle. Take a good kick. Whitehill comes back onto the ground. He's had a great quarter for the Bulldogs. They trail by 23. They trail by 22 at quarter time. So if he can kick truly here, they would have won the quarter, even though we've only gone 23 and a half. In comes Reid onto the right foot. Just goes across the face.
Here he is.
Doesn't matter. Big Chad Evans takes the mark. Going to be put on a strong angle, but we've seen what he can do with it earlier from the other spot. On the right foot, snap round the corner. He's going to have to do... No, he's going to go with a traditional...
Looking right into the
drop
sun
punt.
too.
Yes.
Not easy.
Well, we know what it's like over there.
We
looking at
do.
the sun.
Yeah.
So Evans, in he comes. Yeah, not a problem for anyone else but him. he's missed that. He tried to kick the cover off
He
it,
kicked it
Matty.
too hard.
That's their first blemish of the day. It's back to the margin it was at quarter time, which is 22 points.
Which is a good result for Sale City.
Absolutely. Should have kicked that, though.
Yeah, as Lambourne brings the ball back into play. Kicks wide, looking for Bedgegood. Just couldn't hold it. He just rolls it over the boundary line as we have a boundary throw in.
Big crowd there. The past players.
Yes, big day for
sponsors,
Sale City. Yeah.
It's a great little setup there, isn't it? In front
It
of
is.
the canteen, the social rooms there.
If they get going, that'll get rowdy in that third quarter.
Oh, you bet.
So throw the ball back into play. McMillan's there for the Kangaroos. And we have another ball up. One more for Sale would be nice just before half time.
See if I can get some around the ground scores. Glengarry 4 points over Yarra.
As Whitehill tries to get the footy, but it's gone over again.
Woodside, Rosedale all tied up. 4-4 apiece.
Ooh.
Glengarry 2 points now. It's a couple of close games here. Cowar have run out now to 48-point leaders over Churchill. And the other game, 45-point leaders, Yallourn North over Gormandale.
As Humphreys gets the clearance. Ronan to Eastham. The superb tackle there by Noddle. Umpire said play on, didn't have prior. As we have another ball up here.
Do you reckon he had prior or not?
Oh. Sometimes they give it, sometimes they don't.
Don't know about that.
Yeah. As they try to get the clearance here, the Kangaroos. But it's been a much, much improved quarter here for Sale City. They've shown something.
100% they have.
There's a lot of players have gone back here. They're definitely flooding now Heyfield just to shut the quarter down.
That first 10 minutes of the first quarter, Matty, they rarely went inside their 50.
Yeah.
This quarter, they've spent most of it in there.
They're holding the play, just can't get it all on the scoreboard at the moment. And as we can see, there'll be 25 players around this footy. It's almost rugby-like. If you're a ruckman, you almost want to grab it and give it a quick snap out.
And Kyan Jenkins, you're down close to that box. They look pretty frustrated, Heyfield, at the box.
They're just not happy with the way it's going. They feel like they should be, the way they've set up, the ball should be flowing to the open side and through the middle, and they're really struggling to get it out their back half at the minute.
Yeah, I think Sale City have brought them down to their level, and they're finding that very frustrating at the moment. As we're right on to the square for Sale City, and it was Humphreys with a big punch.
Lee Brown did come to us earlier in the day during the reserves game and said that they weren't happy the way they'd been playing for a few weeks.
Yeah,
Heyfield.
yeah, they haven't got going yet.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
They try to get the clearance. It's running with the tackle. We're going to have another boundary throw in here.
They look fine round one. They're only 14 points short of the reigning Premier Woodside over there.
Shock lost to Churchill last week.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. As the ball's back into play. Humphreys with a double punch. Could have given it to Tolner, but said no, was Nottle.
He's been great.
Yep. And that's a beautiful mark. And he's going to have a set shot just before half time. This is Harrison.
I've really liked him.
He's given something.
Yep, absolutely. He does that, the marking side of it. He's very sure hands below his knees, and it gives you a contest.
Another young kid as he comes in for goal. Right on half time. Does it come around? It does. Right in front of the can bar. They've brought it back into a 16-point margin. And it's Sale. 5-1-31 to Heyfield, 7-5-47. 28 and a half minutes gone here in the second quarter on your Martin Cameron scoreboard.
Yeah, they've been very good this quarter, Kyan Jenkins, thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds.
Definitely, that Heyfield defence, it just can't go with the Sale City forwards when they're up on the lead. They're just too explosive. It's a slightly older Heyfield defence, and they're just struggling to go with them.
Don't forget, coming up in the Hip Pocket Morwell halftime show in the AGL Loyang North Gippsland Football Netball League, we'll be talking to the Sale City President, Mick Clapton, and the Chris Humphrey Office National Match of the Round out here at Sale City. And they've won the quarter by a goal now. Have the Bulldogs thus far, just over 29 minutes into this second quarter, in what can only be described as a beautiful day for football. Not much of a breeze, just a very, very slight breeze. Beautiful blue sky. The ground looks ripping. And I have been sent a text message from the AGL Loyang North Gippsland Football Netball League president, Paul Griffin, saying that he's had a look at the vision and the ground looks absolutely unbelievable, and it certainly does. McMillan, double wrapped up. And that was by Whitehill and Mitzi. So if he wasn't happy at quarter time, Daniel Bedgegood,
Pulling his hair out.
coach, yeah, he won't be happy. There's Shallans, who's been really good to Mark Casey. Won't be happy at halftime. Gets it to the outside. Now the Kangaroos can go
Lovely
through
kick.
Ronan with a great kick to Kyle Graham. So Graham wants this yelled upon to get it in quickly. He does that. Ball gets to the front. Bennett, handball out
Does,
to
wow.
Tyson Graham, and Tyson Graham kicks his first for the afternoon. And Heyfield's 8-5-53.
Good response.
The Kangaroos sail 5-1-31, 30 and a half gone. Second quarter on your Martin Cameron local member for Morwell Scoreboard, as you see the check side crumbing goal by Tyson Graham. Traralgon Greyhounds is Kai Jenkins on the boundary.
Well, I was speaking with Jacob Schuback pre-game. He said the biggest issue with his young side is struggling to shut the game down at the end of quarters, and that's there again. There should have been a few more back to stop the leading lanes, and that's how the Grahams got out so easily.
Yeah, definitely it's a young team problem. It's happened for a very, very long time. Doesn't matter what league you play in. It's just the inexperience.
Yeah, you're right.
You can practice it as much as you want.
Very hard.
It's hard.
So they've broken even in this quarter. 22 points down at quarter time. They're still 22 points down. There's been some real encouraging signs.
Different side
The
compared to the
yeah.
first quarter.
And these are the things that we spoke about in the Latrobe's biggest ever Blokes barbecue pre-game show about what's happening with some clubs. And Sales City have dropped off to TTU dropping off. But what I see today with Sales City, they've got some real kids that got some real talent.
There's a future.
And they only went down by 8 points in the under-18s to Heyfield, who played won the grand final
How could we forget?
last year. How could we forget that one over Churchill? So there is a lot to like about the Bulldogs. And right now you'd be, I would imagine, and we'll put it to Mickey Clapton in the hip pocket half-time mall show. That's the word, show.
Got it out.
He'd have to be happy with his kids, Matty.
Yes, for sure. As Humphreys again, been very dominant. It's going to be a free kick to Sale City, and they want to get it moving with 32 minutes gone here. You'd think there'd only be, 1 or 2 minutes left. It's going to go to Jack Jones.
Got a voice like Johnny Farnham for you oldies like me, Jack Jones. If you Google him, you'll hear the voice.
Kicks wide. Probably not the right time to kick it wide. You want to get it long and deep as fast as you can just before half-time, and they've turned the footy over. And they want to eat up a little bit of time. Just kick it down the line. Does well in the end. Bedgegood could have got a free kick. We're going to get another forward 50 entry through Declan Carstairs. Tolner. And here he is again.
Here he is.
Look out. Here we go. He's kicked his third. Yes. And he loves it.
Oh, my God. I don't know.
Every time he gets near it, something happens.
And the crowd goes wild.
Yeah, as we see here on the replay,
Look at that pace. You're never going to catch him.
his first 5 is very, very impressive.
6-1-37, the Bulldogs. Heyfield 8-5-53, 33 and a half gone. Second quarter, that's on your Martin Cameron local member for Morwell Scoreboard. Kai Jenkins, thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds, the crowd went crazy.
You know it's his debut today, but I pose the question to you guys. How many games of football do you reckon he's played?
Well, by the looks of him, 150, but probably a handful.
This is his third game.
There you go. Unbelievable. I don't know. Do you know where they found him from?
He plays soccer.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm going to go find that up at half time, but he's a soccer player. He's a teacher from what I've been told. And he's obviously just come to play football and showing why he's very talented.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I love him watching him. worth the entry itself as Carstairs.
Oh, here he is.
Left foot check side, gets it up towards 50, gets the ball to ground, does his own crumbing, handballs over the top. This boy's amazing. Mitzi runs into the open goal and
jeez.
lets me down. Misses to the right.
They could have been within 10 points at half time.
What an effort. What a solo effort on debut. Jermaine Odiano's kicked 3. 2 of them, all 3 are contenders for Traralgon Tyre service goal of the day. I don't know which one to pick, Matty.
He's very, very impressive.
Marchese brings the ball back into play. Goes to the outer side. All wrapped up. That occasion was molten for the Bulldogs. By Tegan Sheldon comes in and get a restart. So it's a long quarter. It's going to kick over 35 minutes. It's you can watch an episode of Seinfeld and have a coffee afterwards for that, Matty. 35 minutes as Evans feeds it forward. And there is the halftime siren at Sale City. A 6-2 38 in a good quarter. They kicked 4 goals too. The Bulldogs, and Heyfield are 8-5 53, and they added 3 goals, 1. So the quarter was won by the Bulldogs, and they trail by 15 points. They've made 7 points inroads in that quarter, and what can only be described as a really entertaining quarter by the Bulldogs. In particular, Jermaine Odiano on debut. He's got 3, kicked 2 in that quarter. All have been superb goals. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back from the break. We're going to have the Hip Pocket Mall halftime show. We'll have the Sale City president, Mick Clapton, in for a chat. We'll have all the goal kickers, better players, around the ground scores, and a whole lot more. It is the Heyfield Kangaroos by 15 points. Chris Humphrey Office National is proud to stand behind local business and the North Gippsland Football Netball League, helping keep clubs, offices and organisations running smoothly on and off the field. From managed IT and phone systems to Canon photocopiers and complete office fit-outs, we help Gippsland organisations work smarter and run better. Local people, local knowledge, local support. Chris Humphrey Office National, supporting Gippsland. From the office to the Oval. Gippy Shuttle is your reliable airport transfer service. We provide airport transfers from a wide range of locations across Gippsland. Upfront pricing, no hidden fees, easy secure online booking, available 24/7, late model, comfortable and well-maintained vehicles. gippyshuttle.net.au. Looking for somewhere to host your next function? Well, the Traralgon Greyhound Racing Club is the perfect venue. A modern function room which is spacious, private and offers stunning views over the track and surrounds. It's the ideal setting to celebrate with friends, family or colleagues. The Traralgon Greyhound Racing Club, 44 to 66 McNairn Road, Traralgon. Wilson Transport has assisted companies both locally and all over Australia by providing freight and storage services for over 50 years. With our head office located in Gippsland, Victoria, Wilson Transport is proud to engage with local people and local businesses wherever possible. Family owned and operated. Wilson Transport, 5133 9000. Traralgon Tyre Service is a market leader in the supply, fitting and servicing of passenger, commercial and industrial tyres in the Gippsland region of Victoria. If you're in need of a tyre replacement, adjustment or any other tyre related service, please look no further. Our team of professionals at Traralgon Tyre Service are here for you. Traralgon Tyre Service, 48 Standing Drive, Traralgon, or give them a call, 5174 9344. Welcome back to Sales City. We're at half-time. Heyfield lead 8-5-53 by 15 points to Sales City 6-2-38. But there's a hell of a lot to like about what we're seeing with some kids from the Bulldogs. It is the Hip Pocket Mall halftime show out here. And we're very, very lucky and happy to be joined by the Sales City president of the club. And it is Mick Clapton. Welcome to the show.
Welcome. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Good to have you here, mate. Hey, first things first, I want to get into some other stuff later about the condition of Gippsland footy, not just North Gippsland, but Gippsland footy. Sale is one area that's struggling a little bit. From what I see out here today, and we made the call in the comment in the call, Mick, is that the difference with Sale City and a lot of the other clubs that are struggling, there's a real good future, what I'm seeing out here with some of these kids. You'd have to be happy with them.
Yeah, well, our under-18s until today were unbeaten, and that was a crack of a game in the under-18s, and our boys went down by 8 points. So we've got some good kids coming through there. We've got some, and as you see in the senior game today, we've got some good kids running around. We've had to blood the kids because we've had some pretty serious injuries to our senior players. Lockie Carmen did an ACL the captain. He did in inter-club match.
Yep.
And then Austin Wall busted his collarbone in the same inter-club match. Lost Jacob Schuback 5 minutes into the season with a concussion. And then we'll see our recruits, Bodie Walker and Nathan Whitford. Bodie's got a bit of an Achilles, and Nathan Whitford has probably been our best player along with our ruckman Sam Brown. Did his hamstring last week against Gormandale. So you take those 5 or 6 good players out of any side, it makes a huge difference. But Shuey's been really good. He's just play the kids and get some games into them. We were sort of in this position against Your North 2 or 3 weeks ago. We were level with them at half time, and then got a couple of injuries, and then the big bodies got hold of us. So
it does happen against kids. I've got to ask you, the concussion one with Jacob Schuback, will we see him playing footy again?
I probably doubt it. Yeah, I mean, at his age and the concussions he's had, I'm certainly not going to speak for him, but the conversations I've had with him and his family, I think his wife's pretty much said, and
it's time to go.
Time. But he's enjoying the non-playing coach. He gets frustrated like we all do, but all you can do is give effort, and that's what the boys are doing today.
Well, they're playing Heyfield, who are tipped to go 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
They're going to be right up there. They've recruited really strongly.
Yes.
And they had a good side as it was. They went to a prelim last year.
Yep.
But right now, some of your kids, and I'll make mention of some of them, one of them's on debut. Now, we have the Traralgon Tyre service goal of the day, and the 3 that he's kicked, we've got to decide one.
I would have thought the one down in the pocket where he
That's mine.
check-sided it.
That's my favourite.
And he's a soccer player.
That's Jermaine Odiano.
Yes, TJ's first senior game, and he turned up, and we got it on here now. So
this is the one, and the pace where he just drew away.
Yep.
That is mine right now. I don't see that could become the Traralgon Tyre Service goal of the year, Mickey.
That's a pretty good goal. It looked pretty good from the deck where I saw it, and he got the deck up and running, up and going.
Then he got one up the other end. They got to go
bounce over the top. And then he's a soccer player. He plays in Melbourne. He's a very, very good soccer player, and this is only his 2nd game for the club. Played against Churchill round 2. And we thought, here we go, we've got to play here. And he goes, no, I play soccer. But he trains, and we convinced him to play today. And you can see we've got a player.
Unbelievable. I've liked the looks of another boy on debut, Willie Walters.
Yeah, he's actually from Heyfield. He's playing probably against a few of his mates. But, he's turned up, and he's been playing good reserves footy, and he's shown a bit too. One
of the questions I got for you is that, and you've been around particularly this area of footy for 100 years. Not the condition, I don't like that word, but the plight of footy in Sale right now. Sale Magpies have been a strong, dominant club in one of the strongest leagues in the state, in the country for many years. They're really struggling. You guys have lost some players and haven't had great success this year, but what I see in the first half here today, it's different.
Yeah.
It's different to what I expected to see here today.
Yeah, I think most people would have thought that, and the game's not over yet. But I mean, like Gormandale, we outscored them after quarter time, and we didn't kick straight. Today we kicked 6 goals too. Last week would have been 2 goals 6. Yarram, same thing. Jacob getting knocked out the first 5 minutes, and then I think we kicked 1 goal 14 or something for the day. We had as much chances as them, but our goal kicking has let us down. But we did lose. We did lose players from last year, but we picked some up. So we were hoping to be as competitive as we have been for the last couple of years, but we've just been hit by injuries. So like I said, we'll pump the games into these young blokes, and we've got good numbers. Our reserves are full, and also the 18s are travelling well as well. So,
as the president of a club, do you see it? Are you concerned that what you see has happened so quickly to a club like TTU that have played in 4 grand finals in a row? Their reserves win the premiership last year. Last week they pull out thirds and seconds, go to Woodside. And they're not on their own. There's a lot of clubs in the state and the country, and in your job as well. Is it a generational thing where kids just aren't playing footy a lot? Or
I reckon, I'm not trying to be controversial here or anything like that, but I just think COVID's caught up with us.
Okay.
I reckon COVID, those 2 years in 2021, when kids weren't playing footy, and I think we got 5, 6 games in 20 and 21, didn't we?
Yeah.
Nothing in 20. So all those kids that were supposed to be playing sport, be it football, netball, whatever, they were inside and couldn't play competitive sport, and you lost them. You lost them to football and netball.
It's been hard to get them back.
And luckily, like this year for our juniors, we actually have got 2 under-13 sides in our junior club. We've got 9s and 11s, 13s, 15s. 15s last year, we had to have a merged side with Stratford. This year, we're on our own again. So I think the numbers are starting to come back.
Yeah.
When I see 2 13 sides, that gives me a lot of faith and hope that the numbers are coming back. But I do put a little bit down to those 2 years of COVID when the kids weren't playing and they just and never came back to the game, really.
It's a difficult one, isn't it? And the other side of it is we're seeing blowouts in a lot of competitions. The Gippsland League, I think, have prided themselves on close contests year after year for a while now. They're getting blowouts. We're getting them in North Gippy. That's a concerning thing for me because you guys are pretty lucky here at Sale City. You haven't had one of them.
Yeah.
You're able to, touch wood. Because do you think when that does happen, kids go, well, I'm not going to put up with that.
Yeah.
I'm not turning up every week to cop that.
And probably, the resilience piece isn't there with the younger generation as well. Everyone wants to be a winner and wants to be successful, and they want it now. So we just keep telling our guys just keep fighting, and the wheel will turn. It's cyclical. Cyclical. Everyone has their turn. Look at TTU. they've been in the grand final the last 4 years, and they are where they are. That's due to probably players leaving more than anything.
Absolutely.
I lost 10 or 12 players out of it.
Top liners.
Yeah, all their A graders, and
4 of them in the team of the year.
Yeah, so that's hard to replace.
It is. Off field, I drive in here today. We get in here at about, I think it was 10:15, and you can hardly get a park.
Yeah,
that is a good sign at a footy club, and you're not going to play finals, let's be honest. That's just factual, you would think.
Yeah.
But I come here and the vibe, the people are up on the deck, and the attitude and the best chips in Australia.
Yeah, you did say that before, yeah. We've got our past players day today. It just worked out that way. We've got some premiership reunions, the 2016 seniors and reserves. That's 10 years today. Under 18s, 2006, and then 2006 B grade and 2016 D grade. So we've got 5 sides celebrating some reunions today, and probably helps Sales not playing today either.
Yeah.
So the Sale people they'll follow Sale City and Sale. They just want to and the problem with the fixture at times is we'll be away and they'll be away.
Yeah.
And then we'll be home and we'll be home. But luckily, I've gone through the fixture this year. We've only got three home clashes
Oh, that's good.
with them this year. So compared to 6 last year. So that really helps your attendance in your crowd with not clashing with the Sale Gippsland team.
Well, it's a great atmosphere out here, Mick. I've got to say, we're not too far away from the first bounce in the third quarter in the Hip Pocket Mall halftime show. Mick, the president, Mick Clapton of the Sale City Football Netball Club, thanks for joining us.
No.
Thanks for your hospitality again today.
Anytime.
And setting us up in a really good spot. The ground looks absolutely sensational.
It's only our second home game for the year, so so
hasn't had much traffic.
No,
that's good. And it is one of the best venues in not just North Gippy, but the district. It's a beautiful tree line, lovely venue. The deck looks absolutely Mick.
Yes.
And thanks for having us.
Appreciate it. Thanks for all your support, and you guys do a great job. Been watching you all year, and hopefully we'll see you again later in the year.
You will. Thanks, Mick. We won't be too far away from the first bounce.
Yeah, I was fucking blinding him up that one. Head count.
Okay. That was Mickey Clapton, president of Sale City. And we're just about to get underway. That was the Hip Pocket Mall halftime show. Ball's in the middle. Shane Garvey will throw it in the air. And we're away. Traralgon gets a kick up towards half forward. Sutton gets it on to boot. Quickly! They're going to get one within the first 20 seconds. Chad Evans has got it from Sutton, and we're just talking to the president at the halftime Hip Pocket Mall show about young Sutton and Walters and TJ Oriano. And there's some exciting things here, Matty, with these kids. There's Evans. Comes in.
Oh, yeah.
He's got his second. And Sale City's seventh. Geez, they've kicked well today. Mickey Clapton was just telling us about 1-14 they kicked in round one against, round two it might have been against Gormandale. Today they got 7-2-44. They only trail by 9 points. Heyfield 8-5-53. 1 minute gone in the third quarter. That's on your Martin Cameron local member for Morwell Scoreboard. Matty, what a start.
It is, and I reckon it's the Gormandale one they didn't kick straight, and the Yarram game they didn't kick straight. They kicked really, really poorly, so 7-2 is a great response.
Absolutely. That's Traralgon. He's been really good in the ruck. McMillan out of mid-air. Chopped off. Check side from Jerome. Out towards half forward. Gets a shocking bounce as Jones. Goes in after it again, though. Lays a tackle. They dive across it. We get a bounce down. Centre wing position, outer side of the green. You got anything for us that you found out at half time thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds, Kyan Jenkins?
Well, I found out that TJ Otiano is a school teacher at one of the local high schools. A lot of the Sale City boys also work there. They convinced him to come along to a pre-season. Did the pre-season, played one game of reserve footy last week, put him into the seniors this week, so only his second ever game of football.
I'll tell you what, he's got a cult following on the deck. Up there where all the past players
are. He said that beautifully. That could have been horrible.
If I was a New Zealander, I was in trouble. All wrapped up.
But I'm a big fan of him too.
Yes.
Very, very exciting.
And why wouldn't you be? Yeah. He's the sort of player that you come to the footy to watch.
Yep, absolutely.
And they have today's Humphreys. Gets second go at it, but couldn't cleanly take it. Handball from Shallans. Gets out over the top. Ronan's there. They dive across him. Quick kick out from Tolner. Been really good today is Hudson Tolner. Another one of the kids. His father was an absolute gun. Come out towards Bedgegood. Good use of the body of Moulton. He's gone back onto Bedgegood as Moulton. Gets it onto the left.
nice
side. Chad Evans, we've seen kick 5 1/4 here last year, Matty. Is he going to repeat it? It might have been a half. I might have exaggerated.
He's looking very, very dangerous in Chad Evans.
This is going to get him within a goal.
And they're going to the Canberra pass plays in that last. And if they've got a sniff, look out.
Speak about sniff. So Evans will kick from 40 metres directly in front. He's towed that a bit, pushed it across.
Jeez.
Just got the behind. It just fell in from behind.
He didn't kick it well, did he?
So 8-point leaders. Marchese will bring the ball back into play for the Kangaroos as someone throws the ball back in from the crowd and hits him right in the melon.
Falcon. As we bring the ball back into play. Important 5 or 10 minutes for both sides here. And it's Lambourne. To Burse. Just trying to control the footy here a little bit is the Kangaroos. To McMillan.
Hold your width, Holly. Hold your width, Holly.
And now he's gone. Kicks it to centre wing. Looking for Phoenix Cox. Got a great future. Ball's not going out. So a ball up literally centre wing. And Sale City have really turned up to play after quarter time.
Interesting to see, Matty, if they fall away.
Most young sides do.
Yep.
But let's wait and see what happens.
They did last week, he said.
Yep.
Mick Clapton. I'll tell you what, he agrees about the chips. He likes the chips here too.
Big fan.
Big fan of the chips.
As they get the clearance in the end, is Heyfield. Stephenson's there for Heyfield, just can't hold the footy. Dangerous position here for Sale City. As Heyfield are going to hold this ball in their forward 50 and we're going to have a ball up. 5 minutes into the third quarter. And we still have a game on our hands. We did not think this earlier on in the day. We thought Heyfield would cruise. They get the defensive kick out. But it's all the Kangaroos. There's about 5 of them just queuing up. Just kicks to the space. It's a running game now. Great tackle to Bennett onto that left foot and usually kicks it beautifully. Looks for Bedgegood. Can't hold on to the football.
Time is at 06:50. It's counting down.
So
Is it meant?
we have a ball up. Just can't get the clearance. Carstairs and Bedgegood. Both fall on top of the footy and we're going to have another ball up here. Do you reckon Heyfield a little shell-shocked? Do I think they're going to cruise in today?
Gee, you would hope not. But I think it's hard to argue against it. And I know we'll cost down to Colin Jenkins for it because he's been pretty quick on everything Daniel Bedgegood's done from the box zone. He has looked frustrated at times, Colin.
Well, I didn't go in at half-time because I thought they'd initially shut the doors, but the doors are open. But I don't think he's happy at all. They want to play a certain brand of footy, and the amount of people around the ball means they can't play it, and they don't seem to have a plan B.
Yeah, it's just not happening for them. I suppose they've got a new coach of about 5 games in, so they've got to get used to a new game style. So that'll take time, but you would start wanting it to happen sooner rather than later. Sale City get it out of defence, but it's going to be another forward entry here for the Kangaroos and Marchese. Kicks it long to another massive group of players. McMillan's there for Heyfield. We're going to have another boundary throw in. But yeah, there's a cluster of players around the footy and it's very hard to get it out very clearly. Probably have about 30 players around the footy. Boundary throw in. It's very hard to get the ball out cleanly. Not attractive football here at the moment.
Kyan Jenkins, we found out about the numbers, did we? Kyan Sellings is in the 26. Is it Thomas Aishelman in the 19?
Well, I haven't seen a 27 run out there in that second quarter, so I have a feeling they've gone back to the old 19 jersey that you would have had on.
Who, Thomas Aishelman?
Yes.
Kyan Sellings was picked in the 19. What's he wearing? 26.
26.
So not...
How confusing.
Well, this is ridiculous. I forgot to ask Mick Clapton, the Hip Pocket Mall halftime show about it. So, a lot of stoppages here in this third quarter. Quick kick out by the Bulldogs up towards
did
half.
wow.
He did really well. Was Walters got his fist to that.
There we
Now they're
go.
away. The kick's not a great
Oh.
one. And that was Bailey Harrison. Just bounces to Lambourne. Mops up to Chelan's. Nearly the best on ground at the moment, thanks to Royal Exchange Hotel. Goes inside 50. Bounces off the chest. Comes to the front. Left foot snap round the corner. And that was that man, Finn Stephenson, and gets to the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. So I'm just going to refuse to call anyone in the 19, 26 or 27 jumpers for Sale City in this second half, I think. I'd like to know what Colin Jenkins was just chewing on there. I just had a look over and he was chewing on something. What are we eating down there, Colin?
It was a slice. I believe it was cherry coconut slice from the bakery this morning.
We watched you chomping on it there just before, having a laugh.
Top-notch bakery.
More importantly, the food and that goal that was just kicked. No, it'll come back. When you say from the bakery, did you bring that with you or did you get that from the canteen here?
No, I brought it with me.
Oh.
Oh.
What bakery?
Gracie's in Trafalgar.
Is it a good one?
Yes.
Could be stopping there on the way home. I bet you they're closed, though.
Closed, mate.
Be about 7 o'clock when I go through there.
Nothing opens past 12 o'clock on a weekend in Trafalgar.
Midday?
Yep.
Wow.
Unless you need petrol or bread, don't bother going to Traff.
Well, bread will do me. I don't think I'll drink any petrol. It's all wrapped up. Centre wing position, out of sight of the ground. And you two boys were fighting last year. Who's got the best pizza in Trafalgar? Colin Jenkins, please let us know. Who is it?
Well, I haven't had pizza since.
Who's your best pizza in Trafalgar?
I'm going to say Traff Pizza, but I haven't had it since we had this discussion last year.
Zingarelli's all the way.
That wasn't the question I asked, but anyway. So umpire Shane Garvey has pulled a free kick out of this. It'll go to the Bulldogs, and it's the big ruckman, Traralgon.
He's actually had a really good game.
He has. I reckon he's won.
Yep.
Goes up towards, is that Marchese or Sunderman? I really struggle telling apart. Marchese. He goes to that outer side to Tyson Graham onto the right foot. Nice ball up the wing, centre wing position, just near the entrance gate. So taking his time is Ronan, gets the ball up towards half. Kiss off. Like this fella's game, Tom Jerome. He's as honest as the day's long.
Nothing fancy.
No. Short kick. No,
yeah.
You've let me down. He was looking for Whitehill. Wasn't a good kick. Chalans was able to just chop it off. Goes in towards Graham. That's Kyle. Can't take it. Bennett with the hands off. Quick kick forward towards a goal square. Bedgood gets a fist to it, looking for a crummer. Was he taken high? Stevenson, he wasn't,
Looks
but he's
good.
able to get the boot round. He gets a very nice bounce, does Finn Stevenson, who gets his second for the afternoon. And Heyfield's ninth. They go into 9-5-59. Out to 14 points. 7-3-45 Sale City. 11 minutes gone, third quarter. That's on your Martin Cameron, local member for Morwell Scoreboard.
Yeah, they were just holding on there for Sale City. They just couldn't get it through out of their defence, and the pressure just mounted, and Heyfield broke through with a goal there, and a much-needed goal there for the Kangaroos.
Colin Jenkins comes into the box after he's had that cherry slice. Ooh, look out.
Back in the middle. That's Humphreys, gets a little fine tap. Does fall to ground, though. Does get it out, and it's Bennett on that left foot of his. Burst will get there first. Does he get a kind bounce? He does in the end. But it's a high tackle.
Gets a few of them.
He's only a little fella, and he kicks inside forward 50. And he marks. Is that man again, Finn Stevenson?
It certainly is.
He's had a good couple of minutes. He'll be
Yeah.
going for his third for the afternoon.
This is, sorry, go on.
Oh, he's just another good-sized player.
He is, and this is what happens, and has happened a couple of times today. There's a little bit of momentum swing, and they can put on 3 or 4 quickly. Heyfield.
Yep. As they come in. Distance is not a problem. Kicks it through post height, and that's his third for the afternoon. And he's done his job for the afternoon, Finn Stephenson, with 3 goals. And now it's a 20-point margin. Let's see how Sale City respond. They're a young side. 7-3-45 to 10-5-65 on your Martin Cameron scoreboard.
Guy and Jenkins, thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds.
Well, I was going to say before they kicked that goal that Bedge could on needs to go into the middle of the ground or the forward line because he's not having any impact whatsoever on the wind. He's getting a really hard tag.
Yep.
So he either needs to be on board, make an impact, or forward of the ball.
Gee, that game out at Yarram has been a beauty all afternoon.
Close
it's now
one.
3 points Yarram over Glengarry.
Ooh.
I've still got even Stevens at 4-4. I don't reckon that game has been updated, that score for Rosedale Woodside. 50 points Cower over Churchill, and Yallourn North are now up by 84 points over Gorman.
Maybe your man from Rosedale, Mr. Griffin, might let us know the scoreboard, if it's a correct score.
Yeah, if you're listening, Mr. Griffin, and you're out there at Rosedale, let us know because KHQ aren't updating.
As Heyfield have the footy again, they've had a good 3 or 4 minutes. Gonna get another entry. Looking for Graham, and it's a good kick. He's on a very, very tight angle. Is Graham.
I can tell you it's 1 point at three-quarter time, but he's failed or forgotten to tell us who's in front by that point.
So they're well ahead of us in time. They're a good 10 or 15 minutes ahead.
Tends to happen wherever we do the live stream.
And I don't know why.
I get home about midnight.
Yes, as Graham comes in. Across the face. That's a very, very frustrating if you're Sale City. The smallest fella gets a chest mark in burst.
There it is. It's Woodside by a point, 43-42.
Good finish that one's going to be. As Burst plays on, snaps around the body, and he's missed. So we're a 21-point margin here, 15 minutes gone in the third quarter. Sale City just need a little settler because Heyfield are just taking control. Tolner brings the ball back into play. Kicks it long out of defence. Well, not a great kick. It's a 2-on-1 and it's Lambourne. Oh, sorry, Humphreys. Superb mark to McMillan. Chip kick. It's going to Bennett.
He's got 3. This will be 4.
He will have to kick it from a good 50 out. But as we've said, he's a beautiful looking kick.
Do that post height.
As Mitch Bennett comes in to make it a 27-point margin here in the third quarter. 15 minutes gone. Gives it a good wound up. And he does. He has been superb today. That's his 4th for the afternoon. And Heyfield start to clear with a 27-point margin. And Sale 7-3-45 to Heyfield, 11-6-72. 16 minutes gone here in the third quarter.
Yeah, the kick 3 in that 3-1 in that 16 minutes that you speak of, and just the one to Sale City. So right now I'd say Mitch Bennett has to be in the conversation for the Royal Exchange Hotel Player of the Day. Might stop in there. You're with me on the way home, Matty. 2 in the van.
Yep.
Might have to stop.
Thought it was you this morning, but it was the paper mill.
Yes. Very good call by you. Yes, that was very ordinary. The paper mill on the way through. Got to about Maui.
Maui, yeah.
And
fresh.
I just thought it might have been the clientele in the district we were in, but it wasn't. It was the paper mill. So, restart. Evans back in the ruck. There is Bennett. Oh, look at the left foot. Just out to space for Burst and Graham. Graham!
With the
beautiful double-handed tap to Burst. Gets it back from Graham. Lowers his eyes. Not a great kick. Looking for that big fella in Heasley. Fed out. Back to Burst on the left foot towards
That's
goal.
going to go. No. Oh.
Shocking bounce. And then a bounce
back. It's
I'll
gone
tell
through.
you what.
That is unbelievable.
Well, I'm going to have a look at that again. When you're on, you're on.
Oh, look at this.
So Tyson burst on the left foot. It bounced in the middle of the goal square. Did a right angle. Came back. Shane Warne special goal.
Bloody hell. That is unbelievable. And so unlucky for Sale.
Is that a contender for the Traralgon Tyre Service goal of the day, or do we put that down as a fluke?
A fluke.
Is it his first for the quarter or is he? No, he's
First for the day.
first for the day. So I'm going to mark that down. He's got to be in there. But he's going to take a big goal to beat our man, TJ Odiano.
Yes, he's probably got 3 of them.
He has.
Been superb as we're back in the middle again. Evans and Humphreys going up in the ruck. And the Kangaroos have had a very, very good 8 minutes here. They've piled on 4 quick goals. As the young, inexperienced sides do, they just sort of drop away for a little bit, and that's your chance to really get onto top of them. And here we go again inside their forward 50. That's Graham.
Gee, that was good by Manson.
Yep.
You know, and Chad Evans has a shot at goal earlier that brings them within a goal.
3 points.
Goal.
10 minutes, it was 3-point mark.
Yeah, misses, and they just go bang, 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 4 in a row.
Yep, and how often do you see it happen?
Yeah. This will be 5 in a row, Matty.
Yep.
They kicked the first one within the first 30 seconds.
Yep.
So
And this is going for Graham's 3rd. Only 35 metres out, and he likes it straight away. And geez, have they turned on the Jets real quickly here, the Kangaroos. And it's 7-3-45 to 13-6-84 to 39-9. A 39-point margin on your Martin Cameron scoreboard.
Only gone 19 minutes into this third quarter. Let's cross down to Kai Jenkins, thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds.
Well, it's been a pattern in this game so far that when Sam Treglone goes off for Sale City in the ruck and Chad Evans goes in, Humphrey starts to dominate and they get easy clearances. Heyfield making count. He's at least been on that bench for about 10 minutes trying to get on for the past 3 and no one's coming off for him.
Still 2 points, Glengarry over Yarra. 1 point, Woodside over Rosedale. Forget about the other games. 50-odd points, Cower over Churchill. Yallourn North by a lot over Gormandale. And this one here, as Matty Mosley quite rightly says, is blown out to 39 points.
Quickly.
Could have been 3 points at one stage early in this quarter. They've really put the Jets on now. So, ball up. Bennett, handball to Marchese. Wants the 1-2. So does Bedgegood. Doesn't get it. Fumbling is Moulton. Good hands out to Tolner. There's Jones on the outside. Goes to Evans instead. Tackled by Bedgegood. They dive across it. Again, Bedgegood. Good hands out to Bennett. Onto the left foot. Bouncing ball. Well trapped by Blokes. Gets around his opponent. Goes up towards
Beautiful hands.
the 50. And Heasley takes the mark. He's got one in the first quarter. He's directly in front and he'll kick from 40. Really good play by the Kangaroos on that occasion. So Liam Heasley comes in. Ooh, he's
Missed
mongreled
that badly.
and comes off the hands of Manson and ends up trickling out over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in left forward pocket for the Kangaroos. 21 minutes gone in the third quarter. They'll lead by 39 points as, again, Bedgegood brings himself to the time on period of the quarter to the bench. Heasley wins the tap, gets it to the front. Graham does the tackling. Pirate Tegan Sheldon crosses the arms as I'll ball it up in the goal square. Into time on, third quarter. They've run away with it here. The Kangaroos be a little disappointed. Jacob Shoeback and the Sale City crowd. Full of hope at half time. They're a bunch of kids and it happens. Heasley wins the tap. Whitehill has his kick smothered. Again, a pack of players around it. Oh, geez. Get that out and play fair. They dive on it. Umpire will ball it up again. Traralgon Greyhounds' zone. Kai Jenkins on the boundary.
Well, now for Sale City, it's about, unless they're going to try and go back to this game, it's about keeping the score low and keeping it respectable. So flooding as they go and get another one. It looks like, no, it will miss to the left side.
You just don't know the way the ball bounces.
Well, it's now a 40-point margin. You wouldn't have thought that 25 minutes ago. And Chad Evans was having a shot for goal to bring him within 3 points. Deep in defence here for Sale City. Little chip kick. And the pressure's just been superb. And they're starting to, I guess fret's probably not the right word for it, Brad, but they're starting to turn the footy over. They're panicking just a little bit.
Yeah, and it's hard for a coach here, Jacob Schuback. You get a little bit frustrated. They pulled a free kick here. They have.
It's going to go to Tolna.
But
there's a lot of confusion.
There is a bunch of kids. While you're over there, Hudson Tolna, just go through that gate on your left, on your right. Head up and get the best chips in Australia.
Tolna kicks long down to the line. Looks for Harrison. Oh! Could have been dangerous there from McMillan. We're going to have a boundary throw in.
While we're on that about the chips, I asked Kyan Jenkins, what'd you think of the chips when I talked him into having a bucket? And what'd you say, Kyan?
They were good. I was a little bit disappointed. I
said they were okay.
A bit disappointed with no gravy on the chippy dog, but
you can ask for gravy.
No, gravy should come accustomed with it.
Well, obviously it doesn't. But you're talking about it likes the McDonald's chips, which are no good, Matty.
They're no good. And it's McMillan with a little quick kick. Kicking down the line, but it's all Heyfield. A lot of players around the footy, and they've gone for the boundary. We're going to have a boundary throw in here.
He's another defender that's honest, Sunderman.
Yep. Nothing flashy.
No, just honest.
Cross. Can you play the other one?
Just here on the half-forward flank here for Sale City.
Geez, if Odiano gets the Royal Exchange Hotel Player of the Day, is he going to go in an interview?
Interesting.
Played 3 games of footy.
Wouldn't know what's going on. As Bedgood gets the clearance, the big body to Graham. Another forward 50 entry looking for his brother and the other Graham. Does well, Shallands. To Gray. To Bedgood. Just kicks it, but it's a 2-on-1, and that's very frustrating. To Reed. Doesn't have a lot to kick to. So he's going to go down the line, but Bedgood's there for the Kangaroos, and they sort of kicked it straight to him. And he creates a contest, and we're going to have a boundary throw in. 25 minutes gone here in the third quarter. It's a 40-point margin.
I wouldn't mind getting your opinion on the Royal Exchange Hotel Player of the Day as we get close to three-quarter time. We'll have to start thinking of our votes, Kyan and Matty. It's a pretty wide open race, I would have thought, today.
No dominance.
No. Where last week Blake Safstrom for Rosedale was a standout. Today there's several. I've got Mitch Bennett in the sights with his 4 goals. At the moment, and I'll tell you what, TJ Odiano, I know they're down by 40 points, but if you've ever seen a better debut in Gippsland footy, let me know. To a boy that's played 3 games of footy. Ground gets the handball out. There is Bennett. It's wrapped up by Whitehill. Mitch Bennett nearly be close, and Mark Casey, and there's been a few. Up they go, and Finn Stephenson wins the tap. He's got 3 goals today. Free kick goes to that man, Mark Casey. Goes to the hot spot. Look out. Kyle Graham just bounced over his head. Peasley flicks it out, but quickly wrapped up by Jerome. Handball out on the outside. Shot a goal, put the fist in the air as soon as he kicked it. Put the glasses on him. It's hard to see who it is because they're all around him. I've lost him.
Yeah.
I've lost who it was. Might cross down to Kyan Jenkins. You see who kicked that?
No, I'm as clueless as you guys.
It was very, very hard to see who kicked it. And I do not like that when that happens. He was tall and blonde. Oh, just weighing towards Daniel O'Keefe coming
Number
off the
58?
back.
Yeah.
I reckon I'm going to slightly give it to him. 14,791 Heyfield. Sales 7,345, 27.5 gone. Martin Cameron, local member from all Scoreboard. Third quarter is Bedgood. Heyfield's coach to Bennett. Out to Mark Casey. Taps it to try to get the bounce. He gets it now as he's quickly tackled by Lucia. Gets it forward. Lambourne's all wrapped up. No, in fact, it was Chalans by Whitehill. We'll get a restart. Half forward, left half forward. Humphrey wins a tap to Bennett. Outside kick on the left foot. All the craze these days is Kyle Graham. Handball opens
Oh,
up. Manson. Graham feeds it back. First does the tackling, and again, it'll be a restart.
won't be long to three-quarter time. It's been 28 minutes gone. It's been a barrage of goals for the Kangaroos as Burst gets the footy. That man again in O'Keefe. And it's a beautiful looking kick. And it's going to be to Graham.
I reckon that was Daniel O'Keefe that got like that.
He's
last
pushing
goal.
forward at all costs.
Yeah. Going for his fourth. Kyle. Geez, he's got some multiple goal kickers now.
And it's a good thing.
Yeah. And we did say that in the pre-game show that they've got a lot of avenues.
They do.
With
They
two key forwards out.
Big forwards, yeah. As Graham comes in, kicking for his fourth. He's kicked it to the right.
Missed a few, hasn't he?
He has. He's probably kicked, 3 goals, 4 or 5?
Yeah. Yeah.
As Tolner is about to bring the ball back into play. Good kick. Julicia. Doesn't have a lot to kick to. So the coach for Heyfield's just lined up saying, thank you very much.
He's been very good too, mate.
He's a very smart footballer. Christian kicks inside forward 50. And that's a lovely looking kick. Oh, did everything but hold the mark. Was Graham. Tolner. Big pack of players. Christian's there for Heyfield. And Graham would not be happy with that. He did everything but hold it.
He's had one of those days, isn't he?
He's just
been good, been on the cusp, made a couple of mistakes.
Yep.
Could have kicked 8.
Yep. As Carstairs to Hull. Switches the play. Eastern. Kicks to the far side of the ground. That's a good kick. They're going to get another opportunity here. Kicks on. He's gone for goal. And he's hit the woodwork. That's another behind. They've still kicked very, very well here, Heyfield. They've kicked 14-9. As we're 30 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Should not be long left in this quarter. We had a 35-minute quarter here in the second quarter.
They've kicked 6 and they've kicked the 1. So 7 goals have been kicked. We had a quarter that went 35 minutes.
Yeah. It's Tolner. Sauzade just strolls out of defence. This seems to be the trouble when they do these little kicks on that side of the ground.
And it's cramped too. It's starting cramping up. No.
It's not a good kick. So we have another boundary throw in here. In front of the pass players and function room. Superb function room too, I might add.
Yeah. Best chips in Australia, I know. I said that.
Just a couple hundred. Bedgegood does the tackle.
It's about this time of day last year. I was in a bit of a...
You're in a bit of a pickle, all right.
Oh, yeah.
I'll never, ever forget that.
I reckon it was the pickle on the ham and salad sandwich that did it to me. I was very, very careful what I ate today.
Bennett. Got one across the head there was O'Keefe, but he's done well in the end. Bedgegood, another forward 50 entries. Had a lot of forward 50 entries today. No ball getting out there. We're going to have another ball up, and there it is. It's three-quarter time, and Heyfield, they've really taken charge of this game. A 48-point margin. It's 7-3-45 to Heyfield, 14-9-93 on your Martin Cameron scoreboard.
So, is it 48? 48 points they lead by.
Could have been within 3 in the 7-minute mark of that third quarter.
Yeah, they've extended the lead from 15 at half time. So 48 points, 8 goals. That is in the old language on the Martin Cameron local member for Morwell scoreboard. We'll take a quick break. When we come back from the break, we're going to have all the around the ground scores. We're going to have Kai Jenkins down on the boundary thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds, and we'll have all the action in the last quarter here at Sale City. It's Heyfield by 48 points. Chris Humphrey Office National is proud to stand behind local business and the North Gippsland Football Netball League, helping keep clubs, offices and organisations running smoothly on and off the field. From managed IT and phone systems to Canon photocopiers and complete office fit-outs, we help Gippsland organisations work smarter and run better. Local people, local knowledge, local support. Chris Humphrey Office National, supporting Gippsland. From the office to the Oval. Gippy Shuttle is your reliable airport transfer service. We provide airport transfers from a wide range of locations across Gippsland. Upfront pricing, no hidden fees, easy secure online booking, available 24/7, late model, comfortable and well-maintained vehicles. gippyshuttle.net.au. Looking for somewhere to host your next function? Well, the Traralgon Greyhound Racing Club is the perfect venue. A modern function room which is spacious, private and offers stunning views over the track and surrounds. It's the ideal setting to celebrate with friends, family or colleagues. The Traralgon Greyhound Racing Club, 44 to 66 McNairn Road, Traralgon. Wilson Transport has assisted companies both locally and all over Australia by providing freight and storage services for over 50 years. With our head office located in Gippsland, Victoria, Wilson Transport is proud to engage with local people and local businesses wherever possible. Family owned and operated. Wilson Transport, 5133 9000. Traralgon Tyre Service is a market leader in the supply, fitting and servicing of passenger, commercial and industrial tyres in the Gippsland region of Victoria. If you're in need of a tyre replacement, adjustment or any other tyre related service, please look no further. Our team of professionals at Traralgon Tyre Service are here for you. Traralgon Tyre Service, 48 Standing Drive, Traralgon, or give them a call, 5174 9344. Yep. Welcome back. Sale City. Let's cross down thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds. I think Kine Jenkins might have Lockie Floyd there, and he's looking straight into the sun again. Doesn't matter what I teach him, Matty. He's going to keep doing it. Kine Jenkins.
I've brought Lockie Floyd down with me, a very popular man amongst the Sale City community. Lockie, how'd you umpire today?
Oh, mate, I had a couple games in the thirds and twos, very, very sore, and probably reflected the grades I was in, to be honest.
Do you want to tell us about the little 3/4 time prep you had? I heard a little rumour that you might have split your sock open.
Yeah, we had a bit of a blowout and cut my foot open, and so I ran the rest of the third quarter with just the one shoe. So interesting day out for me, Cayenne. Good to see you, though, my friend. What's the canteen been doing for you today?
Best chips in Gippsland, Lockie. I think they're waiting for us to get off. So
Absolutely, we are. I don't know what that was about, that interview, Matty. Where was that going, Matty?
Don't make those calls. That's Colin Jenkins.
He's just made his own call. You handed him the microphone. Anyway, we're underway here. For the last quarter, as Bennett hasn't done his chances of winning the Royal Exchange Hotel Player of the Day, and he harmed very early. Graham handballs it back. McMillan onto the right foot. Inside 50.
Oh. That's Cox.
And that's a contender right there for the Gippy Shuttle mark of the day. Just a behind there for the Kangaroos. What do you think about that one, Matty?
Yeah, that'll be the leader for... Hasn't been many today, but that's probably the better ones.
I think it is.
Young fella.
I just hope it was. It definitely was Phoenix Cox. It's
Yep.
very hard to see from here. So that'll be a contender for the Gippy Shuttle mark of the day.
Yours, Jack.
As the Bulldogs bring the ball back into play, Christian drops the mark, goes in after it again.
Christo.
So, another ball up. Half forward flank for the Kangaroos. 49-point leaders, is that? Yes, it is. Quick hands out. Chalans, we can hear groaning as he's jumped upon, as Whitehill runs
Loves a
away
run.
from the pack, takes a bounce, handballs over the top. Moulton has a player on the outside in grey, that's Joel Gray, goes up towards Evans, couldn't take the mark. Kangaroos, bad bounce, there's been some bad bounces. Hole, can't take it. His teammate Eastham can. Lowers his eyes to Christian and turn out to Tyson Graham. There's a player in the middle in Bennett. Knocked up getting the footy today is Mitch Bennett onto that left foot. Beautiful kick to Tyson Burst. Burst goes across ground to Humphrey. Humphrey inside 50. Looks for Heasley. Gets the bounce. Slips over. Gets a handball out on the outside. Kick round the corner. Phoenix Cox. Gets his first for the afternoon, and the Kangaroos 15th. 15-10-100, Sale City 7-3-45. We've gone just over 2 minutes in the last quarter. That's on your Martin Cameron, local member from All Scoreboard. As you just see there on the replay, Cox. Another nice little bounce in through the goals, Matty. Let's cross down to Kyan Jenkins, thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds.
Well, with Joel Landburn being a late in for today's game with Harry Tatterson playing in the VFL, obviously wasn't listed to play today. What time do you reckon they bring him to the bench and call it a game for him?
Yeah, it's a good call. I don't know what the issue was, why he wasn't playing in the first place, because he's definitely in their best 18s. So, obviously, if he's out there, he's obviously good to go. So, hopefully he's all good. As we're back into the middle, Humphreys to that man Bennett. Looking for Burst. Cox is there as well. Just falls to ground. He needed to hold his feet. Ronan. Cox is still trying to get the footy out. A lot of players around the footy again. We've had this a lot today. A lot of players around the footy. Hasn't really opened up a hell of a lot. As we have another ball up. There was another great tackle there by Chalans. He's had a great game today as well. Definitely in their best 3 or 4 players on the ground for the Kangaroos. Humphreys. Back to that man again. Bennett does not have a right foot. But why would you when you've got a silky left foot that Bennett does? Burst. Just can't get it out as Graham was there just waiting, but they couldn't give the footy to him. As we have another ball up. At 45 metres out from the Kangaroos' goal. It's the tap. Graham, will he get the bounce? No, last line of defence. For Sale City, he's got to come back a little bit there in Heasley. Still doesn't have a lot to kick to. Smart kick in the end.
G's been good.
He has.
Big ruckman, Traralgon.
Only a young fella too. Superb spoil there by Graham. These Graham boys are a luxury to have in your team.
Yeah, they certainly
Now-
are.
They give honest football every single week. Ball back into play. McMillan could have given a free kick away. Shallands. To Cox.
Hey,
The pressure's still good here for the Kangaroos as they're pressing on. Ball back up.
good work.
Humphreys.
Grab Sean as well.
Just can't get the ball out. There would be another 15, 20 players around. Very under 10s like. It's going to be a free kick and it's going to go to the young player in Phoenix Cox.
Did some sort of last quarter. We've only gone 5 minutes. He's had a heap of it.
He has. He's got a really bright future as well.
Taken the Gippy Shuttle mark of the day in 5 minutes. Kicked a beautiful goal.
And he's going for another one now.
Yeah.
As Cox comes in. Kick it from about 35 metres out. No real angle to worry about.
Beautiful style kick.
He's kicked it across the face, but yeah, he does. He's a beautiful looking kick. Really enjoyed him in the grand final last year when he got best on ground as well.
Yarram have shot out to 19-point lead in the last quarter over Glengarry.
Okay.
Might have that on me in your tips.
Yeah.
Still, it's just that 1 point ball game. Rosedale are updating their scores on Play HQ a week late. So I don't know. It's still 1 point, which was the 3/4 time score. That game would be over.
Yeah, they're 15 to 20 minutes ahead of us.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't, if it was still going, they would not be long.
Right hip.
So other scores, 70 points Cowar over Churchill and 106 points Yallourn North over Gormandale.
Ooh, Gormandale have fallen back in their ways again. As we have another ball up here, right in front of us here. Stephenson's now gone into ruck. It's Whitehill. Loves to have a bounce after 5 metres. He puts the Jets on. Benchgood drops him. It was a fair bump. As we have another ball up. Does love running straight lines in Jackson Whitehill. It's going to be a 50-metre penalty here. Not a lot in it. It's going to be Jack Christian. Going to get the 50-metre penalty.
Remember Rosedale beat TTU last year too when no one thought they would. They do win the big games.
They're a funny side, Rosedale.
Yeah.
They're hard to gauge. We know they're a good side, but just, yeah, they're a hard side to gauge. They're going to have another set shot at goal, and that's Eastrom. And that's a beautiful finish. Eastrom with his first for the afternoon. And it's Sale, 7-3-45 to Heyfield, 16-11, 107. 7 minutes gone here on your Martin Cameron scoreboard.
It's out to 62 points now. And we're chasing. It's 66-42 Woodside in front. So Rosedale haven't scored in that quarter. And I'll just find out if that's over. So they've gone out to 24 points now.
Kicked away late.
And I think that might be finished, that game too. You would think it is. So, back in the middle. Burst, tackled, loses the ball. Handball from Traralgon out to Whitehill. Wants a free kick, not going to get it. Alton slips at the wrong time. 28.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh!
That's his He's got his fourth! TJ Ariano gets his fourth, and I'm telling you now, not one of them has been a standard goal. They've all been brilliant. So TJ Ariano, long left foot, 8-3-51 Sale, Heyfield 16-11-107, 9 minutes gone, last quarter. Martin Cameron, local member for Morwell scoreboard. He's kicked 4. 28 minutes gone in the Woodside game, and they're 24 points up.
So yeah, they're home.
Yeah. Traralgon Greyhounds, Kai and Jenkins on the boundary.
I just got off the phone with Paul Griffin, then the score's correct, and he thinks there's about 2 minutes left in that Rosedale Woodside game.
So we're back into the middle. As the sun starts to go down here. The sting's starting to go out of the game just a little bit. Whitehill's lurking around. Bedgood. Just can't hit the target, but he gets the right bounce, and that was Marchese. Beautiful looking kick. Just fell a little short. Shallans. Just holds his body. Big, strong body. To Graham. Back to Shallans. To Burst. Tried to kick it, but he spent it before he got it. They're going to clean up here, are they, Sale City? Dangerous looking kick. Straight down to the coach for Heyfield. And the Bedgood just cruises back inside forward 15. He's such a smart head. It's going to be Finn Stevens going for his fourth of the afternoon.
That's game over. Woodside Rosedale. Woodside have won by 25.67 to 42. Thanks to Paul Griffin for those scores.
Stevenson coming in. Had a good afternoon. Gets close to the man on the mark. And he hits it probably three-quarter height and hits the post. That's really gone out to a 57-point margin, and they move the ball quickly through Tolner. And it's gone back to that man in Stevenson. Couldn't hold the mark. They just want that out of bounds, and we're going to have a boundary throw in here. 11 minutes gone. They bring the ball back into play. Stevenson's now in the ruck. Surrounded by three Sale City players. Does well in Marchese. Carstairs. It's gone out of bounds. So we have another boundary throw in. And one of their better players is Declan Carstairs here for the Sale City. Definitely part of their future, that's for sure. It's a play. Marchese looking for Bennett, but can't hit the target. Bedgood's there. He's had a hard tag after half time. It's been with Moulton. He's followed him everywhere. Great tap to Whitehill. Goes back to go forward. It's not a clean hand pass. Not all with the hand pass. Back to Whitehill. Nice looking kick. Just can't hold the ball in the end there. Was in Reed. Holding the footy. Patmore. Goes in the 45 to Bennett. Onto that left side, and they've opened the game up here. They've got space everywhere. Where's he going to kick to? He's got that much time. He can stuff it up, and that's exactly what he does. Back to Cox. And he's hit the post as well.
There's been a few of them.
A few posters in the last quarter. And it's a 58-point margin here. 12 minutes gone in the last.
Start putting your thinking caps on, boys, for the Royal Exchange Hotel Player of the Day. Flanagan's, what a little sports bar that is. So bring the ball back into play, and he's looking for Nottle. Comes off his hands and goes out over the boundary line. I got mine done. You're not cheating. You're not looking at them.
Done it already.
Wow, something would have to. It's 13 minutes gone. I'm getting it ready. Something would have to change. I've got me 3 and 1. I know this sounds odd. I've got me 3 and 1. I'm working on me 2. It sounds odd, but there's method in the madness.
Yeah, I get it.
You got it?
Yep.
Good. Get it, got it, good.
Get it, got it good.
Ball comes back into play. Humphreys. Glowing's eyes on it. Toe poke McMillan was a little dangerous on Noddle. Pye let it go. Reed picks himself up and the footy. It's a ball back to Tegan Sheldon. The umpire's been very good today.
They have been.
Very, very good. Out to Declan Carstairs. Gets spun around by McMillan. And again, we'll get a ball up. Humphreys. Taken away by Jones. High kick towards half forward. Moulton at the front. Quick hands out from Harrison. Bouncing ball finds Walters on debut. Goes up towards inside 50, but just able to chop that off was Marchese or Sunderman. I say it all the time. Cannot tell them apart, Matty.
Very similar.
That's why. It was Sunderman because that's Marchese there. High ball, wing, fisted out over the line. I've really liked Bryson Noddle's game. The Bulldogs. I reckon I know I've got mine now. Got them all.
Got you 3?
I've got me 3.
Yep.
You're not going to change me mind. Something I'd have to have. Very special. Change. Oh, McMillan comes in. Geez, hard.
All the time.
Yeah. And a hard body.
Yep.
I reckon he's got the wrong coloured socks on. I don't reckon
I think they're just faded.
I reckon they're work socks. I want to chuck them in a washing machine as the ball comes out to Jones to Whitewell. Runs away from
that is holding the footy.
He let it
and
go.
so's that.
Ronan, yeah. Then lays the tackle on Jones. And we'll get ball up again by Shane Garvey on the right half forward flank for Heyfield. Oh, Harrison does well. Blind turn straight into the cement truck that is Robbie McMillan.
Very, very strong man, Robbie. Humphries with the tap. Versus there, Chalans. Had enough time to turn around. Ronan. They pick it up cleanly. Just too easy. But they've turned the footy over in Harrison. Bedgood's there. Went for a high flyer there, and Eastern just couldn't hold the mark. Tolner.
Another one that's good for the Bulldogs.
He's been good for the Bulldogs. Probably, I reckon nearly their best for the day.
Oh, get up.
Evans. Did well in the end, but that's just going to hold inside. Tolner went to go for the footy, but he missed it, and it's bounced out of bounds. We have a boundary throw in here, right in front of the Heyfield coach's box.
Traralgon Greyhounds' favourite patron, Jenkins on the boundary.
Well, Heyfield still setting up with 2 spare behind the ball. Sale City have 2 spare up at the contest.
Which is interesting. So obviously they've got a style that they want to play, Heyfield, regardless of the scoreboard.
I noticed Bedgood Chalans had words out there in the middle just before. So he's
constructive criticism, or looked a bit otherwise.
When you say the F word, I don't know if that's too constructive.
Okay, so not constructive. As Carstairs gets a forward 50 entry.
With a U on the end of it.
Yes. Been a bit of a... I wouldn't be telling my coach that. So throw the ball up. Harrison goes up for the Bulldogs against Humphries. Robbie McMillan on the bottom of the pack, as he often does. Gets himself up with those discoloured socks. Humphries up against Harrison again. Just can't get the clearance in the end. O'Keefe was trying to get up, it falls over. Terrible looking bounce off the ground. And they've made a clearance to Stephenson. Knows where he wants to go, but they're queuing up now. O'Keefe has plenty of time. And that's a beautiful looking kick. And they're going to have another set shot here for goal, and it's Heasley. Probably kick about 40 metres out. Been a little quiet today. He's a good part of the system to have. Directly in front. And he's kicked it to the right.
He just said the word I was talking about.
And that's why, because he's kicked it out of bounds on the full. When he's directly in front, 40 metres out. That's a tired-looking kick in the last quarter. They're going to bring the ball back into play, and it's through Gray.
So Gray for the Bulldogs. Comes up the Sports Stream Live broadcast side of the ground. Punched away from O'Keefe. Kick up towards half forward. Taken high was Reed, not paid. Collects it. Back to Carstairs onto the left foot. Wants Evans. Holds the front spot. Gets the fist to it. Oh, that was the real soccer skills there from Odiano, TJ. But burst mocks up to Eason. Chalans needs it to pop up. It does in the end. Marchese gets his handball as the Tolnet tackle comes. Big hit. Whitehill is going to get the free kick. Stephenson thought it might have been his, but I can
He
tell
got
you
pushed
it's not.
into the contest, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Manson tries to run down Whitehill. Come out to Mitzi on the left foot. Backing back was Bedgegood in front of Harrison. Going to be a free kick here to go to the Kangaroos. Advantage paid. It was for Patmore. No, he's going to call it back Shane Garvey to Dylan Patmore. And he'll take the free kick for the Kangaroos.
Now will be Patmore. They've had a bit of time to set up now, the Bulldogs. So they go back to the coach and Bedgegood. Normally a beautiful ball user. Is it up in the air? That's a tired looking kick. Touched off the footy. O'Keefe's there for the Kangaroos. Does well, the big fella in Humphreys. Back to the coach in Bedgegood. This quickly gets it onto the boot. Looking for Chalans. And he looks tired himself. He just jogged.
He's done that much running today.
He's exhausted. He actually probably wanted to go to the boundary.
He could be in my votes for the Royal Exchange Hotel player.
Could be in mine too.
I wonder if he's in the young man down on the boundary thanks to the Traralgon Grey and Colin Jenkins.
I've got mine, boys, and I'm not revealing any secrets.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you want to play like that sort of crap, do you? Okay.
As Whitehill does an absolute mongrel looking kick. Done well in the end. Walters. Just can't pick it up cleanly. Does well. Doing a little bit of dancing there was Jones. Evans. Back to Jones. And Walters has... No, he has got it. They keep fighting on, Sale City.
Who kicked that? Walters?
Walters.
Yeah, he's on debut. He's kicked his first goal.
Yep.
So they've kicked 5 between the two players on debut. That is unbelievable.
That's really good, actually.
That is incredible. 2 kids on debut.
They've kicked 5 out of the 9.
5 of the 9.
It's impressive.
Oh. That's a good kind. Jenkins giving him a stat, and he's a man of the stats. There's one for you. Don't forget the Jenkins Home Hardware Trafalgar post-game show, where we'll give the Royal Exchange Hotel Player of the Day. And don't forget timber fencing job lots. Contact Gary out at Jenkins Home Hardware Trafalgar. If you tell them that we sent you and they listen to the post-game show, I'll get a big discount. 5633 1444.
So we're back in the middle. Stephenson up in the ruck for the Kangaroos. Didn't have the footy, and it's going to be a free kick. Burst takes the advantage. Has plenty of space. Beautiful looking kick.
What a pass.
And that was Mason. Beautiful foot skills. And he's kicked it to Graham. Kyle Graham will be going for his 4th for the afternoon. "23 minutes gone in the last quarter." Did kick one here earlier on in the day. In the second quarter. And he split the middle. Let's see if he can do it again in the last quarter. Bit different now with 23 minutes gone.
Oh!
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
He has kicked poorly today, hasn't he?
He has. He could at least have 7 or 8.
Oh, he could have had a dinner for 2 out of the Royal Exchange Hotel Player of the Day if he had a kick
Could
straight.
have gone out on a date. You know, what's that?
All we get now is a glass of water from 7-Eleven.
They live down the Berwick Way, don't they?
The Graham.
I think so.
Wow. Oh, a lot of trouble.
They do. As Chalans gets the handball looking for Marchese. Done well in the end, Sale City. And they get it clear, and they do. But it's all Churchill. Churchill, my God. It's all Heyfield.
They used to wear the jumpers.
That's right. That's what I was thinking of. Hole. Oh!
He's been really good, Sutton.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. Can he get
Oh,
five?
can he go?
Oh, you're not going to catch him. Just needs to bounce. Get around him. Kick the goal, son. He's done it. I've just changed me, folks. I've gone off in the box. That is unbelievable. He's kicked 5, Matty.
He's unbelievable, this fella.
Oh, my God. Have a look at this on the replay. He slipped. He slipped again. Christian's no slouch. And he just got away.
He's played 2 games ever.
Kick 5.
Yep.
Oh, 10-3-63 Sale. They trail Heyfield. He's kicked half their score. 16-13, 109. 25 minutes gone. Last quarter on your Martin Cameron member for more Scoreboard. Kyan Jenkins, are you excited?
Oh, I'm excited. The other debutant, William Moulton, just kicked his first goals. Had a real tough luck to his senior career. 2 shoulder reconstructions for the 19-year-old, but good to see him out here.
Every one of his 5 are in contention for the Traralgon Tyre service goal of the day. TJ Odiano on debut. 3 games of footy in his life. He's playing a good brand of footy in a good comp. That is unbelievable as Heasley gets the handball out on the outside. Manson can't mop it up. Quick kick forward. High ball. What a courageous mark by Jack Shalan. In the middle of the ground. He's in me votes, but I might have to switch the order now. You don't kick 5 on debut and not get an award. Go inside 50. Heasley manhandled his opponent on that occasion. Really read well by Manson. Couldn't get his boots a ball though. Heasley just needs to bounce. He's quickly wrapped up. Umpire Shane Garvey says, give it to me. 26 and a half nearly gone this last quarter. They've fought back a little bit. Sale City. It looked like blowing out to over 10 goals, Matty.
Yeah, it did.
They've fought back.
But like we always say, a young side, they've had a bad 20 minutes, and that's basically the difference.
Yep, 46 points. They were 48 down at 3-quarter time. They've won the quarter by 2 points. Graham lowers his eyes, sits it up, out over the back. Liked his game, Tom Jerome, for the Bulldogs. Another one of their kids. Long to go now. Have all the around the ground scores and best players and goal kickers in the Jenkins Home Hardware Trafalgar post-game show. Bulldogs get the free kick inside their defensive 50. Up the wing. Oh, going to turn it over here. And they're going to go straight inside 50 again. Oh, he read it better. Was Kyle Graham. He's just dropped marks. Missed this, missed that.
It's so
It's
close.
one of those days. Chalans gets a handball. In goes Stephenson. He's tackled by Mitzi. Got the ball up. 40 metres from the Heyfield goal.
Shouldn't be long left in the game with 28 minutes gone here in the last quarter. And it could be Sale City that win 2 of the quarters, but are down by 7 goals. But they might have found one today in TJ with 5 goals. Cox has the footy. Mason gives the handball back. Shalans had a fantastic game. They've got put the hand up for a 1-on-1. Now it's a 3-on-1. They were looking for Humphreys. Great tackle by Mason. We have another ball up here, probably 30 metres out from the Heyfield goal. Late here in the 4th quarter. So we're nearly ticking over 29 minutes here gone. Heasley with the tap. Bennett's there for the Kangaroos. And he's still got the footy here, Bennett. Gets tackled, and we have another ball up here. As now the sun is now gone for the afternoon. Starting to get really dark. Humphreys to Cox. Little chip kick, another behind. Can we told her again to do the duties for the Bulldogs? Being their best today. Doesn't have a lot to play. The kick to. The strolls out of defence. Runs his full measure. Lovely long kick. Whitehill's there for the Dogs. McMillan. Evans. Oh, beautiful mark there by Chad Evans.
Did that well, didn't he?
He did. Timed it beautifully. Leans back. Holds the mark.
Gee, I've liked Sutton's game.
The Sutton.
Nothing of him. Oh, no. Oh, yes.
Straight to Evans. Only just.
It was. You'll end up with 3 here for the day, Chad.
He always gives a good option.
Yeah.
You know, it's a luxury to have a guy that's played forward, kick 3, and he can go into the ruck. So that's what you need from a guy that plays forward. He has a second option to go into the ruck. Lines up for his third.
Oh. Got there. Didn't
Just.
look good.
He seems to toe it a lot, doesn't he, Chad?
Yep.
Kicks through it, but yeah, he does toe it. That's his third for the afternoon as we've just ticked over 30 minutes here in the last quarter. And at Sale, 11-3-69 to Heyfield, 16-14, 110 on your Martin Cameron scoreboard.
Is that young boy, Watley Sutton? I just like the way he's
Give
gone
something.
about it. Yeah. Thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds. Kyan Jenkins on the boundary.
Also, I've been really impressed by Sales City's second quarter and this last quarter because most sides in their fishing could almost lie down, except the fact they're going to lose by a big margin, but they've kept fighting and they made the margin look a bit more respectable.
Spot on. They've kicked 4 straight in this last quarter. And they've kept the opposition to 2 goals 5.
Yep.
So, bursts, tackle, ball spills free. Throw it up again. Humphrey, Traralgon. He's done most of the ruck all day. Traralgon. Toner, high ball. Here comes Evans. Gets out over the back, snapper, goal! He's kicked bloody 6! He's kicked bloody 6! And that one was on the non-preferred right. Oh, God, have a look at this. Oh, no, it was the left. It was the right. Sorry.
Yeah, was his right.
It was his right.
He's opposite, yep.
Oh, I've lost it, Matty. 12-3-75. Heyfield is 16-14, 110-32 gone. Last quarter on your Martin Cameron local member for Morwell scoreboard. Kyan Jenkins on the boundary.
Well, TJ is now winning their goal kicking for the season with his 6 goals today.
Tell you what he's also doing. He's eating a big palmer out at the Royal Exchange. Sorry, Mitch Bennett, Purse and Chalans, but I'm telling you now, 6 goals on debut when you've played 3. Yes. And you said to me, don't do your votes now, and I've done it. I've changed it. But how do you not go with 6 goals on debut, even in a losing side?
An individual
I don't care.
performance, yeah.
I find this I've never seen a better debut, Matty.
Yep.
Burst.
Excitement machine.
And there is the siren. 16-14, 110. Heyfield, 12-3-75. They've kicked 5 straight in the last quarter. And they've ended up winning by 35 points. Heyfield, after leading by 48 at 3-quarter time. In what has been has been the best debut I have ever seen in country footy for a young fella.
Exciting.
Just unbelievable. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break because we've got to organise ourselves. I've just got to calm down. I just want to go out and hug this kid. Unbelievable. It was Heyfield by 35 points. Do not go anywhere because we've got a couple of little surprises for you in the Jenkins Home Hardware Trafalgar post-game show. It was Heyfield by 35 points. Chris Humphrey Office National is proud to stand behind local business and the North Gippsland Football Netball League, helping keep clubs, offices and organisations running smoothly on and off the field. From managed IT and phone systems to Canon photocopiers and complete office fit-outs, we help Gippsland organisations work smarter and run better. Local people, local knowledge, local support. Chris Humphrey Office National, supporting Gippsland. From the office to the Oval. Gippy Shuttle is your reliable airport transfer service. We provide airport transfers from a wide range of locations across Gippsland. Upfront pricing, no hidden fees, easy secure online booking, available 24/7, late model, comfortable and well-maintained vehicles. gippyshuttle.net.au. Looking for somewhere to host your next function? Well, the Traralgon Greyhound Racing Club is the perfect venue. A modern function room which is spacious, private and offers stunning views over the track and surrounds. It's the ideal setting to celebrate with friends, family or colleagues. The Traralgon Greyhound Racing Club, 44 to 66 McNairn Road, Traralgon. Wilson Transport has assisted companies both locally and all over Australia by providing freight and storage services for over 50 years. With our head office located in Gippsland, Victoria, Wilson Transport is proud to engage with local people and local businesses wherever possible. Family owned and operated. Wilson Transport, 5133 9000. Traralgon Tyre Service is a market leader in the supply, fitting and servicing of passenger, commercial and industrial tyres in the Gippsland region of Victoria. If you're in need of a tyre replacement, adjustment or any other tyre related service, please look no further. Our team of professionals at Traralgon Tyre Service are here for you. Traralgon Tyre Service, 48 Standing Drive, Traralgon, or give them a call, 5174 9344. Welcome back to Sale City in what has been a great game this afternoon in terrific conditions and a game of a couple of halves at times. There's been some real momentum swings, and in the end, Heyfield have run out winners 16-14, 110 to a fast finishing Sale City 12-3, 75. Their second and last quarters down left of screen was incredible. And they weren't too bad, the bunch of kids from Sale City, but Heyfield have got the chocolates in the end by 35 points. But Matty Mosley, I would imagine Daniel Bedgood, who we will speak to shortly, wouldn't be ecstatic about that win.
No, I don't think he was probably expecting a little bit more, but I think Sale City found a diamond in the rough today.
Oh, did they what? You got very excited with him, didn't you?
Very.
Right.
Up and about.
Up and about, all right.
Well, the guy kicked 6 and he's played 2 games ever.
Oh, it's the Jenkins Home Hardware Trafalgar post-game show. Don't forget, timber fencing for job lots. Contact Gary, 56331444 out there at Jenkins Home Hardware in Trafalgar. Tell them that you heard about them on the AGL Loyang North Gippsland Football Netball League post-game show for a great price. And we'll get that sorted for you. So 35-point winners in the end were the Kangaroos. And we'll have some around the ground scores as well. We'll go through our better players for the Royal Exchange Hotel Player of the Day. We've got to get through the Traralgon Tyre Service Goal of the Day and the Gippy Shuttle Mark of the Day. And that's all going to happen very soon. But first things first, what we've got to do is talk to the winning coach of the afternoon. I'll try to make that nice and big for you. Here we go. I think I might have just broken that one, but anyway. Heyfield's coach, who we spoke to earlier in the year, of course, was the victorious coach, Daniel Bedgood. Welcome to the broadcast.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Couple of questions. I'm just looking on screen there. Geez, we've made
Look at
it pretty bad there, haven't we?
Usually we're backwards.
We should have done better than that. But what I've got to say, at the end of the day, some of the kids that the opposition have got, and I know we've got to talk about Heyfield, would have been pretty impressed with them. They looked all right, some of those kids.
Yeah, they are. I was fortunate enough to play at Mafra with a lot of good kids, and you get excited about them running around. You know, they'd never give up, just continue to run, and they're a handful when they get on the front foot and get goal side. So, no, they're exciting. So, they're building.
We spoke to Lee Brown off air, and he probably doesn't want me to say this because it was off air, but he said that in general, as a collective group, that you guys probably weren't too happy with your form the last few weeks.
No, we've been battling, so just playing in patches, really good in patches, but we're just not sustaining that for 4 quarters. So we find ourselves getting on top, and then we're playing catch up.
Yeah.
We've got a lot to work on. A lot of new guys, so trying to gel. And again, we get half the game right. We just can't play the 4 quarters.
Win's a win, though, I suppose.
Yeah, that's right. It's hard, isn't it? We're sort of walking in there, and the Sale City boys are up and about. You know, the Blokes kick
Like
6 goals, in front of the deck there, and the deck get up and about. And but no, we come here to get the 4 points, and we walk away with that. So plenty to learn.
That guy you speak of that kicked the 6 was on debut. Did you know that?
They said it's his second game of footy or something like that.
Yeah.
We've got him down on the ground. We're going to cross down to him. He's down there with Kai and Jenkins. What did you think? How quick?
Yeah, and they cleared out for him. They got it in there, and he just went to work. It was impressive to watch.
As a coach, is it hard not to, even though you're the opposition, is it hard not to get caught up in that? That was exciting.
I was actually stood on the wing there and found myself just watching him. That was very impressive. A couple of games of footy, wow.
We might cross down to him and have a chat. He's down there with Kai and Jenkins, thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds. Kai, you've got the young man, TJ Otieno.
How are you?
TJ, now, am I pronouncing your surname right? Otieno?
It's Otieno.
Oh, I was pretty close.
You were close.
Now, TJ, I've got pretty excited up here in the box today, and if you go back and watch the game, I apologise because I've seen a lot of footy in my 62 years,
Yep.
and I can tell you I have not seen a better country footy debut in my life. That was unbelievably good, mate. You should be very proud of yourself.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Are we serious? 3 games of footy? Is that correct?
Yeah, so Boysdale Bragg, we played in a pracky match. That was my first game. And then debuted for Sale City against Churchill in the twos. And then, yeah, this is my first senior game. And, yeah, it's my third game of footy.
Oh, it's a pretty easy caper, isn't it, TJ? You finding this very easy?
Not at all. It's actually quite hard, especially if I get blocked on my left. Just got to work on the right in training. But, yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good season.
The last one of your 6 goals in the last quarter, was that on your right foot? We couldn't tell from the amount of people around you.
No, that was a left foot, and I kind of sort of half snapped it and kicked it and just tried to go for goal. So, yeah, that was on the left.
Now, this is sounding ridiculous, a bloke on debut. Your first one in the second quarter, I'm talking about your third and the last, and your first one in the second quarter has ended up also the Traralgon Tyre service goal of the day. But I'm pretty sure that'll win goal of the year. The check side from the boundary down to your right, bottom end. Take us through that one?
Honestly, I was just trying to beat the man, and I went to kick a snap around the body, and I miskicked it completely. So it's just gone straight into the ground, and I was like, all right, well, let's just hope it goes in, and it just bounced over the defender, and I was just happy enough for it to go in. So,
well, mate, I've got the opposition coach and the coaches in the broadcast box here, Daniel Bedgegood from Heyfield, and he even said at one stage he got caught up in it watching you over the outer wing, and he thought it was incredible. Daniel, you got anything to ask or say to him?
I'd love to know why he was playing twos footy to start with. I think you've shown enough. You would have seen you straight away. So, no, congratulations on today. Very raw, very modest, very impressive. Great start, mate.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Now, you do know, because it is a food voucher, Royal Exchange Hotel Player of the Day. Is Kyan giving you that, or is it in Kyan's back pocket?
I think it's in his back pocket.
I thought it might be. You wear the glasses by the looks of it.
Yeah, I wear goggles. I just can't see. I'm short-sighted, so I've got to wear the goggles at all times.
You played in them?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I did not even notice that.
That's right. Got the dreadlocks. I need a pair of goggles.
Yeah. I just kept looking at his fast feet, Daniel. I could not believe that. Now it even makes it even bigger. Can I say, I would imagine your phone's going to run pretty hot over the next 12 months. How old are you, TJ?
I'm 26.
26, so you're a veteran of 3 games at 26.
Yeah.
And your background's soccer, is that true?
Yeah, I've actually got a game tomorrow. So.
How many are we going to kick there?
I'm hoping for a hat trick because it's a lot less, but we are playing pretty low teams, so we're still going to go into it with all guns blazing, and yeah, we'll hope for the best.
Where are you playing? We might bring the Sports Dream van out and have a look. Where are you playing?
If you want to make the trip to Bairnsdale, that's where we're playing.
You can jam that. We're heading the other way. Hey, thanks for joining us. You are the Royal Exchange Hotel Player of the Day. You're also the recipient of the Traralgon Tyre Service Goal of the Day. Sensational debut. Really loved it. You've made a couple of old fellas here in the broadcast box very happy. It was a fantastic effort. Well done.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Well done, TJ.
Daniel, and just a good kid by the sounds of it.
Great kid. Yeah, like I said, very modest, very raw, and just play the game on instinct. And yeah, he threw at us all.
You going to make the phone call? No, I'm only joking.
It's not, yeah, clearances, June 30.
Yes.
Yep.
He had a little bit of Nick Watson about him.
Yeah, just quick, and you can't teach that.
No.
And that's dangerous, you get out in space. Good luck catching him.
And I've got to say, you're very humble and very appreciative of you allowing that to happen, because this has got to be about Heyfield and yourself.
That was different though, wasn't it, what we've seen with him today?
Yeah. It was. We've been lucky. We get to Gormandale's first win this year, and today we get to the best debut of the season. There's no doubt about that, and it's going to be hard to topple. But let's get on to Heyfield. Mitch Bennett in the midfield, 4 goals.
Very stiff.
What a game! He was my best on ground at 3/4 time until a young fella went berserk.
Oh, I actually gave him best on for us today.
Keep changing it.
Yeah.
You did.
He was impressive. You want a couple of him.
Yeah.
You get him up forward, 1-on-1, he's probably one of the best in the comp.
Yep.
And then you get him in the midfield. By foot, he sets you up.
Oh.
He doesn't get sucked to the ball, which a lot of us go straight in for the ball. No, he sets us up beautifully, and I think he had 3 or 4 clearances in a row.
Yeah.
In that quarter when he turned it on, and he changed it for us. So
You're right about that bees to the honey pot. A lot of players, the good ones don't.
yeah,
They know where it's going and they'll wait.
yeah, that's right. Some people are just ball hunters.
Yeah.
Some people are outside players. You've got to have a mixture of both.
I was really impressed with Phoenix Cox's last quarter. He looks like he's going to be some sort of player. He's only 19.
Yeah, he can seriously play. We played a practice game at Lindenow, and he played out in the wing, and he just ran up and down that channel all day. Was very impressive. He had a bit of an injury, so he didn't start with us. He's played a couple of games on the wing. We chucked him forward today, and yeah, he's pretty elusive up there today. So happy
And
with him.
you had to chuck him up forward because you might have a player that might add a word to an umpire in his civvies last week.
yeah.
We love him, man. We love him.
He's a character. He's one of my best mates. Sometimes he gets a little bit hot-headed, and I'm sure he would like his time again on that one.
Can you just pass on that Brad Matty said next time wear a big handlebar moustache, fake moustache, a hat and some glasses when you're going to go out and do that.
Oh, that'll
Hard to hide the big thighs though.
That'll teach us for making him be the water boy.
Yeah, that won't happen again.
No, if he was a spectator, he wouldn't have got suspended. So,
And Brownie wouldn't give us much about if he's going to play.
He'll play.
He'll play.
He'll play. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He did a little calf earlier at Woodside.
Yep.
Yeah.
But no, he's been doing a fair bit of work behind the scenes. So he's getting himself ready. So hopefully a couple of weeks.
Kyle Graham could have kicked 8.
I know. I just asked the boys, what did he finish with?
3-5, I think.
3-5.
And one on the full.
Yeah.
That was he had a lot early.
Yeah. He's actually he's a beautiful kick.
Normally,
but
yeah.
We have a couple of chats, and I think it's just a little man in the back of his head at the moment. He'll get on top of that. He's a class player.
Mark Casey was Mark Casey.
Yeah.
Another one like Bennett.
Yeah.
Barely turns it over.
Nah, same thing. We play him in the midfield and then would love him at cross half back. Another player who'd like two of. One of our captains at the side and leads very well.
Some of the new ones, I'm really impressed, and I was in round 1 too, Liam Heasley.
Yeah, he's a monster of a kid.
Yeah.
Only early 20s. Just knocked that off.
That's all right.
No, so we brought him back to play ruck.
Yep.
So a bit of a ruck forward. I know he's played a lot of his footy, or his best footy for Heyfield down back. So we're just sort of trying to find the right spot there for him. Because again, he can play anywhere.
And some of the things about him, most of the guys, and I'm pretty critical, and I joke a bit, but of guys over that 6'2", 3", normally have very awkward kicks. He's very fluent.
Yeah, he's a beautiful kick. He's the type of guy that you want kicking out, like full back. You want him taking that middle kick. He's got a license because he's a beautiful kick.
And McMillan, hard as a cat's head again today.
Yeah, they don't get any weaker, do they?
Oh.
He's had a couple of games where they've sort of got on top of him. But I thought today he bounced back really well. Yeah.
Very hard at it. And, when he's around. I'll tell you what, the other one that I was really impressed with today, as I was round 1, Tyson Burse.
Yeah, so that's another young Heyfield boy that's come back. So he went over to Adelaide.
Yep.
Got on the Sanford list over there. He just runs.
Oh.
Pre-season, he was doing 10, 15 kilometres, every second day.
I've wondered all season, and now I'll remember the question, is he related to Shane Burse?
Yes. Yes,
Son?
not his son.
Couldn't
So
be.
Damien's his old man. So Shane's the uncle.
The uncle.
Yep.
Okay, I
Yep.
thought it had to be.
So yeah. It's in the blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now another one, midfielder, Jack Chalans. Is that how you say Chalans?
Chalans. Jack Chalans. Yep. So
ripper today.
He actually played with me at Mafra.
Yep.
So he played a couple of seasons there, and we got him a job with Techwear actually in Sale here. And I rang him up because someone said he was coming back because he'd still working with Techwear. They had a job at the Mafra Hospital.
Okay.
So I gave him a ring and had a couple of good chats, and he's still living in Stratty. So we got him on board.
How are you finding it, the coaching caper?
I love it. It's something I've always wanted to do.
We've noticed you come off just before each quarter.
Yeah.
Go back, reset, and see what's happening.
Yeah, so in the past, I'm learning as I go. So early on, I was sort of a bit hot-headed. I was coming off a little bit frustrated. So I just need that couple of seconds just to wind down, talk with the line coaches, and go over a few things and just get my thoughts together. And again, this is the first time I've done it, and playing coach, hats off to the guys that do it.
It's a hard job.
You're out there trying to get a kick, trying to do your best for the team, but then also you've got to have your coach's hat on.
It's a toughest gig in the
it's a
game.
tough gig, and I'm learning. So hopefully we'll get better.
Very handy to have Lee Brown to call on whenever you need.
And very, very handy. He's been a great help for me. Yeah, just bounce things off him.
He's been here all day too. Again.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I noticed you talking to him pre-game in your civvies.
Yep.
You having a chat out here? He was having a little bit of a
Yeah, he was
you feed off him.
Yeah. He was running the water, and I'll just walk over to him, have a bit of a chat,
Yep.
just how the game's going, bounce a few ideas off each other. Again, like I said, I'm learning, and he's a very quality coach. And he's done it as a player coach as well, so it's just good to bounce off him.
Who you got next week?
We have Yalorn.
Okay, they had a massive win over Gormandale today.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah,
Over 100 points.
Yep. Yeah. No, they're a quality outfit. Know a few of the boys that have gone there. Previously played at Morwell, and no, that'd be a tough game. So we've got to, like I said, we've got to bring our 4-quarter effort. We know we can match it with the best, but we've just got to sustain it for 4 quarters.
Yeah. And it's over there, obviously.
No, it's at home.
It's at home.
It's at home.
Yeah, you played here.
Yep.
The other one is Rosedale really pushed Woodside today.
Last 10 minutes.
It was 10 minutes.
What was the score?
Ended up at 20 points.
Yeah.
It was only a point to 2 points, 3 points in it all day
Yeah.
for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, they just keep finding a way, Rosedale.
Don't they?
A couple of injuries, a couple of injuries. And then they've picked up a couple from Darwin, I believe.
Yeah, big Brody Rudd.
Yeah. So no, keep looking at their results. They're going to be up there for sure. Very
Your
competitive.
form, again, was very good today. We would have had you in the votes, but we thought, no, we'd give you the player of the day in round 1 where you were dominant that day. But your form again today, particularly the second half, you seemed to drop back into set mark and.
Yeah, so I've changed my role a bit. I've come up onto the wing today.
I noticed that. Yeah.
So I've been playing forward and just a bit of leadership around the ball, for our setups and our shape and how we want to set up. I just thought we just needed an older voice there, an older head. We tried that today, and I don't mind running around.
Does that give you the freedom to lose your opponent?
Well, it's sort of hard because you're not
got
in traffic.
tagged. You got tagged
you're not in traffic, so you can't go in and then lose them. You're sort of stuck in your channel.
Yeah.
So it was a bit harder, and early days I thought, oh, how good's this? You just sort of wander around doing your own thing. They come sit on you, but no, it's good to get freed up. I've played forward for a lot of my career, and sometimes it's just nice to get a bit of freedom.
Yeah, I noticed in the first 10 minutes of the game, you would have had, I reckon, 6 to 10 touches. In the early part, Moulton was on you. They got Moulton off you, but they brought him back later.
Yeah, so they brought him back as a hard tag.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's something I've never really had before. I've played forward, obviously. You got to beat your opponent 1-on-1. So, no, that was tough. He did a good job. He just ran with me. So, he did well.
Mate, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on the win. 35 points in the end. It was a patchy game for both sides. We thought 22 at quarter time, 15. They come back at you in that second quarter. You're up by 15 at halftime. Then you blew it out to 48 at 3/4 time, and they come back to 35. It seemed like they liked the left of screen.
Oh, no, I think the deck got them up and about.
Yeah.
They,
We did say that if they were in within a sneak.
Oh, yeah. It's enough to get them over the line. Yeah, they were loud. Yeah,
Chad
celebrating.
Evans misses one in the third.
Brought him to 3 points.
If he had got it, brought him to 3 points. Then you just went 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang.
So that's just the way we've been playing in patches.
Momentum swings.
Our best is very good, but unfortunately our worst at the moment, the gap's too big.
Yeah, it's early in the season.
That's right. Plenty of time.
Get it right by the party end, and that's what it's all about.
That's right.
And
That's right.
we don't have to tell you. We know you know all about that. Mate, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate your time. Congratulations on the win, and congratulations and good luck next week against your Lawn.
Yeah, thank you very much, and thanks very much for the stuff that you guys are doing for the North Gippsland Football League. It's going great.
Good on you. Thanks, Daniel. We'll be back to close the show after these short messages. Chris Humphrey Office National is proud to stand behind local business and the North Gippsland Football Netball League, helping keep clubs, offices and organisations running smoothly on and off the field. From managed IT and phone systems to Canon photocopiers and complete office fit-outs, we help Gippsland organisations work smarter and run better. Local people, local knowledge, local support. Chris Humphrey Office National, supporting Gippsland. From the office to the Oval. Gippy Shuttle is your reliable airport transfer service. We provide airport transfers from a wide range of locations across Gippsland. Upfront pricing, no hidden fees, easy secure online booking, available 24/7, late model, comfortable and well-maintained vehicles. gippyshuttle.net.au. Looking for somewhere to host your next function? Well, the Traralgon Greyhound Racing Club is the perfect venue. A modern function room which is spacious, private and offers stunning views over the track and surrounds it's the ideal setting to celebrate with friends, family or colleagues. The Traralgon Greyhound Racing Club, 44 to 66 McNairn Road, Traralgon. Wilson Transport has assisted companies both locally and all over Australia by providing freight and storage services for over 50 years. With our head office located in Gippsland, Victoria, Wilson Transport is proud to engage with local people and local businesses wherever possible. Family owned and operated. Wilson Transport, 5133 9000. Traralgon Tyre Service is a market leader in the supply, fitting and servicing of passenger, commercial and industrial tyres in the Gippsland region of Victoria. If you're in need of a tyre replacement, adjustment or any other tyre related service, please look no further. Our team of professionals at Traralgon Tyre Service are here for you. Traralgon Tyre Service, 48 Standing Drive, Traralgon, or give them a call, 5174 9344. Welcome back to Sale City. We're just going to close up the Jenkins Home Hardware Trafalgar post-game show. And don't forget, give Gary a call on 563 1444, particularly if you've got some timber fencing job lots or you're looking at doing a fence, get hold of him. Tell him Brad and Maddie and Kai and Stefan and Mick sent you down from the Sports Stream Live group, and they'll look after you. You'll get a good price there. Build a fence and get over it. Geez, it's been a big day, boys. Oh, geez, it's been a big day in the Sports Stream Live commentary box. Hey, what we're going to do, our Royal Exchange Player of the Day was TJ Otieno. I was pretty close. We're going to go with that. He also got the Traralgon Tyre Service goal of the day, and it was in the second quarter. Have a look at this. Now, this is his third game of football. O'Keefe tried to trap him. Not going to happen. Got in a bit of trouble. He tells us he miskicked it. I think he's been a little bit humble, and he's check-sided that right through the goals for the Traralgon Tyre Service goal of the day. The Gippy Shuttle mark of the day went to Phoenix Cox of Heyfield, and he picked that up in the last quarter. It took till the last quarter to get a Gippy Shuttle.
Just a nice, strong mark.
Yeah, there's that. Kick forward, just strong, mate. There weren't great marks today on a beautiful day for marking, but that was your Gippy Shuttle mark of the day. And it's great to talk to Daniel Bedgegood, but before we close off, guys, we've just got to talk about that debut. TJ Otieno, 6 goals. He got 1 in the first. He got 2 in the second. He thought in the third quarter he'd have a bit of a nap because he was going to get himself right for the last. He went and popped through 3 in the last quarter. Have you seen a better debut in senior footy?
No, it's that simple. No.
No, I haven't. I don't know if I've seen a better debut
To kick
in any footy.
6 out of 12.
I was
Unbelievable.
Gippsland, but I think in any footy in Australia, I don't think AFL would. I haven't seen a better. And I'll tell you right now, if that's his third game, to pity he's 26.
Yeah.
If he was 21, and we sent that tape off to a VFL club, firstly, they would grab him straight away.
Because he's so raw.
Put time into him, exactly, and it's what Benji said.
Yep.
And he'd be in the AFL system within 5 minutes.
Yep.
I've not seen anything.
Give him 18 months in the system, the difference in the play would be massive.
Did you notice the glasses on field?
No.
Me
But he
neither.
was never over this side.
No.
He was always on the far side
And he-
kicking snags.
Too quick.
Yeah, couldn't catch him.
Did you notice the glasses in the
Yes.
call? Did you? You're younger eyes than us.
Going down to the huddles and that, you
Yeah.
Oh,
do
of
see them.
course. Yeah, of course. I'm just blown away by it. I think it's in a time that we're having a meeting for footy and the worry about score blowouts and clubs and teams not having players.
This is a good story.
This is a brilliant story. And I think what we might do is get a highlights package put together during the week. And if you couldn't sell the North Gippsland Football League on that package alone, I'll be very surprised.
And the crowd got around it too. It was really,
didn't they?
it was very, well, we were getting around it too. It was really enjoyable. So
it certainly was. They've run out 35-point winners, Heyfield 16-14-10 to Sale City 12-3-75. Quickly through the goal kickers for Heyfield. Mitch Bennett got 4. There was 3 to Kyle Graham and Finn Stephenson. And then they're all singles. And that was Phoenix Cox, Heasley, Eastham, Burse, Graham. That's Tyson Graham. And the other single was Daniel O'Keefe. And for Sales City Bulldogs, TJ Odiano, 6. The most on the ground in a losing side on debut. 6 goals, 3 to Chad Evans, and then singles to Bailey Harrison, James Moulton, and William Walters, who was also on debut. So of their 12, 7 were kicked by the 2 debutants.
Impressive. Oh, very impressive. I think we spoke about it before the game. Was it to you, Kyan? Guys that play their first game obviously don't do a lot normally. I was me and you this morning. Yeah.
You don't expect them to either.
That's correct, yeah.
And Matty might have said on air when you were inside getting the photo for the player of the day.
Was there a big cheer?
He could hear.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we could hear it from here.
Multiple cheers. Lockie Floyd, actually, someone who was with Lockie Floyd, they got a photo with him after the game. His people are asking for photos with him now.
This is a debut for the Times. And I cannot wait to see the photo because I reckon there might have been a few hanging around.
Oh, no,
you got him by himself.
I got him facing the grounds. There was a lot of people to the other side of me who had their phones out and were screaming, but it's a good photo.
I can't wait to see it. Hey, to you guys, to Steph and Gregory on the buttons, thanks for your excellent contribution today, as Mick Robinson on the camera, to Kai and Jenkins on the boundary line, thanks to Traralgon Greyhounds. Matty Mosley, who hasn't got his own sponsor yet. What's going on there? We'll have to get you a sponsor.
He's got the Warragul district umpiring, hasn't he?
He might have.
Surely they're paying him a little bit.
White maggot. And
Lucky Floyd Jr.
That has been the Jenkins Home Hardware Trafalgar post-game show. It's been Latrobe's biggest ever Blokes barbecue pre-game show, and the whole day is thanks to Chris Humphrey Office National in the AGL Loyang North Gippsland Football Netball League. Next week, we are out at Woodside, and they have Yarram out there.
Indigenous round.
It is, certainly. So we look forward to catching all of you out there next Saturday on behalf of the Sports Stream Live group. Good afternoon. Chris Humphrey Office National is proud to stand behind local business and the North Gippsland Football Netball League, helping keep clubs, offices and organisations running smoothly on and off the field. From managed IT and phone systems to Canon photocopiers and complete office fit-outs, we help Gippsland organisations work smarter and run better. Local people, local knowledge, local support. Chris Humphrey Office National, supporting Gippsland, from the office to the Oval. Gippy Shuttle is your reliable airport transfer service. We provide airport transfers from a wide range of locations across Gippsland. Upfront pricing, no hidden fees, easy secure online booking, available 24/7, late model, comfortable and well-maintained vehicles. gippyshuttle.net.au. Looking for somewhere to host your next function? Well, the Traralgon Greyhound Racing Club is the perfect venue. A modern function room which is spacious, private and offers stunning views over the track and surrounds. It's the ideal setting to celebrate with friends, family or colleagues. The Traralgon Greyhound Racing Club, 44 to 66 McNairn Road, Traralgon. Wilson Transport has assisted companies both locally and all over Australia by providing freight and storage services for over 50 years. With our head office located in Gippsland, Victoria, Wilson Transport is proud to engage with local people and local businesses wherever possible. Family owned and operated. Wilson Transport, 5133 9000. Traralgon Tyre Service is a market leader in the supply, fitting and servicing of passenger, commercial and industrial tyres in the Gippsland region of Victoria. If you're in need of a tyre replacement, adjustment or any other tyre related service, please look no further. Our team of professionals at Traralgon Tyre Service are here for you. Traralgon Tyre Service, 48 Standing Drive, Traralgon, or give them a call, 5174 9344.